The Chicago Bears are likely to trade Justin Fields and move on to Caleb Williams with the #1 pick. So today, we are going to see what the future could look like for this Bears team over the next 10 years once we get Caleb in here. And this definitely isn't the greatest roster on earth, but it's a very young roster that with a few free agents and good draft picks could be very, very good. So buckle in, this is going to be a long one. Get a drink, get a snack, get whatever, because this should be a fun one. And for this special 10-year rebuild, if we can get to 3,000 likes on this video, which we've been easily destroying lately, I have another really fun Bears rebuild planned. I've been doing a lot of Bears rebuilds lately, but I have another really fun one planned that could happen in real life. So again, 3,000 likes and I'll do that. Only if we hit that goal though, because I'm evil. I don't know. And be sure to subscribe for more. All I do is Madden rebuilds. I guess this is a thank you video for 45K. That's not really what the plan was, but I guess we can call it that. Trying to hit 50K within the next week or so. So if you like Madden rebuilds, be sure to subscribe. It'll make you an OG of the channel while you still can be one for when we inevitably hit 10 million subscribers. Definitely. And I don't think there's a shout out for this video. Let me see. Okay, just kidding. There is. Shout out to Charles Wood for the suggestion of this video. Their link is in the description. And if you want to shout out, or if you just want to let me know something you want to see, let me know that down in the comments, because that's where I get most of my video ideas. Not this one, but I'll still give the shout out. Or again, if you just want to let me know what you want to see, definitely do that. Maybe another 10-year rebuild idea or whatever else. But without further ado, let's get to the end of the season and let's kick this off with the re-signing period. There's some interesting decisions, but I don't really know if I'm going to bring many players back. We'll see. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to bring many players back here. I do want Jalen Johnson, obviously. He was one of the best corners in the league this year. It's just, does he want to come back? We'll offer him 7 years, 193 mil, and he does take it. I don't know if the Bears are going to bring him back in real life, but they should. So I will. I want Andrew Billings back, but he isn't interested. How much is he wanting? Didn't they re-sign him? Okay, yeah, they re-signed him for 2 years, 8 mil. That's a steal. So I'll do that. I'll just offer him this and then I'll edit it. Or not. Okay. I guess I'll tag him and then edit it. But everyone else, I'm good. Did they pick up the 5th year for Justin Fields? No. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're about to trade him anyways. So let's work on that trade and then let's see who's available in free agency. But I'm just going to be doing the trade I usually do. We're going to trade him to the Falcons for their 2nd round pick. They have a high 2nd round pick. I think that's about what Justin Fields is worth. And we're going to have a lot of picks to work with this year. But it isn't the best free agent class. This is like the worst year 1 free agent class I've ever seen. But we're going to go for a few players. We're going to go for Alohi Gilman, Gabe Davis, and Lloyd Cushenberry. Like, not the greatest free agent class ever, but these guys all fill big needs on the team and should be decent. Honestly, I wonder if I should just shorten all these contracts a little bit. And it's fine. Well, I don't know if we'll get all these 3 either. I think we'll get Gilman and Davis. I don't think we'll get Cushenberry, but that's probably fine if we don't. Let's see if we can get these 3 players. I'm assuming all of them will sign. Gabe Davis doesn't yet, but we get Alohi Gilman and Lloyd Cushenberry. Probably goes to the Broncos. Yeah, he goes back to the Broncos. But hey, Alohi Gilman is cool. I mean, I kind of wish he had star dev. I feel like he definitely deserves it, but he's good either way. And Gabe Davis, do you want to sign now? Okay, and he does. So we get both of them. Nothing crazy, but 2 pretty good players. But here in the draft, we are obviously going to go with Caleb Williams. For some reason, I can't make him #1. I don't know if y'all have ever worked on Madden draft classes, but it like doubles up on position rankings or triples up. Like there are 3 #1s and I can't order them because they're all #1. And then there are like 3 #2s. I can't order them. It's hard to explain. This game is so... Nah, I can't already complain about the game. It's too early in the video. Let's take Caleb Williams. Hidden dev, 97 throw power. Sounds good. And now at number 9, this pick's gonna be interesting. Okay, really? Nobody's taken Malik Neighbors yet? I mean, if he was here in real life, I'm sure the Bears would take him, but I just used him in a rebuild, and I don't think he's gonna be here. We did just pay Gabe Davis, but I don't know if that would keep me from drafting like Roma Dunze, who definitely could be here. I'm kind of thinking Dallas Turner, though, because there is a lot of receiver depth in this class. It is a very strong receiver class. This is a tough pick. Is Gabe Davis really gonna keep me from drafting a receiver? I really feel like people aren't gonna like this, but think about it this way. We just paid a receiver, and like I said, there are more good receivers later. There are definitely good pass rushers later, but I definitely like Dallas Turner more, so let's take him here. 90 speed, 85 strength, also a hidden dev. dev. And now in the second round, this is our Justin Fields pick. Ooh, A.D. Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Ladd McConkey, Xavier Worthy's still here. Again, I don't think he'll still be here after breaking the 40-time record. I'm trying to think who would be the most realistic to land here, because there's zero chance that all these guys are available. You can make the argument that one of them would fall, or maybe two. Okay, you know what? Counterpoint. I think taking Xavier Worthy would be fun. Is he gonna be here? No chance. But in honor of him breaking the 40-time record, hey, it's not my fault he's here. All right. You know what really bothers me? You see how they... Look at the green bar under 99 speed. Do you notice a little something on the right side there? It's not all the way full for some reason. Why is that? 100 isn't possible. Why is it not full? Like, that's max. That bothers me. Why is that a thing? Wait, no, that was our pick. I think this is the Falcons pick. Ooh, what do we want to do here? We could go Zach Frazier. I do kind of like Cooper Beebe, but we definitely need more of a center. You know what? We'll go with Zach Frazier. We definitely need a new center. I don't even think we have one on the roster right now. So yeah, we'll go with Zach Frazier out of West Virginia as the last pick I'm gonna show. Only normal dev, but should be decent. But I'll make a few more picks and we will see how we did. Keep in mind though, these draft classes are lower overall than Madden generated ones. Like, it's gonna look like a bad draft on paper, but I think we've done pretty well so far. But we actually did better than I expected, at least in terms of overalls. I don't know why I expected this to look worse, but this looks about like a default draft class strength Madden draft, so we'll take it. Caleb Williams is an 80. He looks very good. Dallas Turner's a 76. I don't want to click on every player here because I don't want to be here for 45 years. But we got some good players. I also ended up taking Dwayne Carter, Mo Camara, decent group of guys down here too. Like, we got some players. A lot of guys that are, again, definitely going to get taken earlier than we got them here. Well, at least definitely one in Xavier Worthy, but this isn't a realistic rebuild. I'm just, whoever falls to us, I'll take them. But let's get into year one and we will see how this team's looking. We are looking really good heading into year one, which isn't hard with how many draft picks the Bears have. Or I guess could have once they trade Justin Fields, if they do that. But even to begin with, 2 top 10 picks is crazy, including the #1 pick. But we're an 80 overall team, which isn't bad. This is definitely an interesting receiving core. I guess Xavier Worthy has the most slot experience, so we'll play him in the slot. But honestly, I really thought I gave Zach Frazier a dev trait. I meant to. I'm not gonna do it because that's cheating, but I thought in the draft classes he had one. But that's fine. He's still developable. We'll see. And then the defense is looking very nice, obviously, with the additions of Dallas Turner, Dwayne Carter, Alohi Gilman. We pretty much fixed most of the problems with this team in one offseason. Now, how we will do in simulation is a different question. We could be absolutely terrible. We could be great. It doesn't really matter because it's only year one, but we will see. So let's get to the midseason point, and hopefully we're doing well. Okay, well, we're starting this out strong. We're 5-2. Oh yeah, and for the playbook, I forgot to mention this. I forgot I was gonna do this. Why did I go to depth chart? I set our offensive playbook to the Rams. I feel like this offense is gonna look more like a Rams offense than a Seahawks offense. Now with Shane Waldron, I mean, we'll see. But yeah, that's the playbook I went with. I also feel like it is a pretty good playbook in this game. Oh yeah, and also Caleb Williams has X Factor. I feel like that was, predictable. Dallas Turner has Superstar. I forgot he has that. We'll definitely take that. Dallas Turner and Montez Sweat could become a nasty pass rush duo. We'll see. Very well could be the Bears pass rush duo in real life. But yeah, we're doing really, really well. We have some re-signings. Anyone important? Probably if we're doing well. Khalil Herbert, Tevin Jenkins, Jack Sanborn. I forgot to edit Andrew Billings' contract. I'll do that. How's Khalil Herbert doing though? Because I know a lot of the time in this game he's not very good. Yeah, 3.8 yards per carry. That's not great. We'll see at the end of the year. I definitely want Tevin Jenkins back though. We'll go 4 years, 76 mil. He takes it. Jack Sanborn is really cheap. We'll go 3 years, 13.5 mil. He takes it. And then I think that's all we'll worry about for now. So hey, we're doing well. Hopefully we can keep it up. But let's get to the end of the season and we will see how we finish. Okay, well, we do make the playoffs in year one, going 10-7 with only an 82 overall team. I mean, look at the 49ers right here. They're an 88 and they only went 9-8. I love realism. Our offense was very good. We had a borderline top 5 offense. Our defense, for yards and sacks, definitely wasn't great, which I feel like if there's anything our defense should be good at, it's, getting sacks with a really good pass rush duo. I don't know. But Caleb Williams as a rookie, 4,300 yards, 32 touchdowns, 7 picks, 70% completion percentage. We'll see how he does as a rookie in real life. I mean, I don't think he'll be quite this good, but he could be. You never know. Khalil Herbert wasn't great. Almost 1,000 yards, but only 3.7 per carry. Did get 11 touchdowns, but Okay, Xavier Worthy, 1,262 yards in 7 touchdowns as a rookie. Also 1,200 yards for DJ Moore, 13 touchdowns. Gabe Davis even got involved. Not much from Cole Kmet, but that's fine when we're getting this production from our receivers. They averaged like 1,100 yards or something like that, almost. Braxton Jones wasn't great, but the rest of our line held up really well. And then on defense, Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards both had 118 tackles for loss, 15 for Carter as a rookie, 14 for Sweat, 10 for Turner and Billings, and sacks. 9.5 for Sweat, that's cool. 3 for Dwayne Carter, 2.5 for Andrew Billings, 1.5 for Dallas Turner. Really? Okay, well, I'm gonna give him traits. Maybe I forgot to do that, because that's stupid. Okay, I did. He has some, though. The only thing he was missing was penalty. I guess we'll give him strips ball. I don't know. I don't know about 1.5 sacks. And then, interceptions, 6 for Jalen Johnson, 3 for Edwards, and then 1 for 5 players. But MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Will we see? We do see Caleb Williams at number 5. I almost missed him. Ooh, and Justin Fields at number 10. That's rare. Normally, he's terrible in this game. That's something. But he did well for the Falcons. Offensive Player of the Year goes to DeAndre Swift. That's kind of different. Lots of Eagles and Cowboys up there, and I guess a Giant. DJ Moore at number 8. Caleb Williams at 9. No Xavier Worthy up there. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Chop Robinson on the Giants at number 7. That's something. Jalen Johnson at number 8, and then Offensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, it goes to Caleb Williams. I'm cool with that. I wish it went to Xavier Worthy, because Caleb Williams already has a dev trait. Although Xavier Worthy might get a dev trait anyways. We'll see. There are some weird teams up here. Marvin Harrison on the Commanders. Roma Dunze on the Eagles. I don't know what this draft was. Bo Nix on the Vikings. I mean, I doubt it, but I guess. And then Chop Robinson wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Carter all the way down at 6. I thought he would be like almost top 3, but oh well. Oh yeah, and also we beat the Lions 42-0 in week 18 apparently. So it seems like we're pretty hot right now. But we have a first of many scenario. It's always a good thing to make the playoffs in your first season. Mikey McDingle carrying out here, but we will go play it cool. Y'all know me. Hopefully we win this game, but I can't really complain too much if we don't. The 49ers are 6 overall better than us. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we lose. That's fine. We lose 27-24. So let's get into another offseason. Let's hope the free agent class is stronger this year, and we will see who's available. Okay, well, we might be losing the Justin Fields trade. The Falcons made the Super Bowl in year 1. They lose 27-24 to the Chiefs, but they still made it. I mean, I can't say for sure we're losing the trade because, you know, Caleb Williams did better, but we're definitely going to be competing with the Falcons in this rebuild. The Falcons were only 9-8. They really made the Super Bowl at 9-8. Also, why are we looking at like the divisional round week schedule? It's the off season. This game is something. But we have some upgrades. We get 2 for Caleb Williams. Okay, maybe it is better that he won it. He's very much not a scheme fit, but what upgrades Field General without upgrading Field General? Like, is there something that can get it 2 overall? Maybe Strong Arm? I don't know. Well, it didn't get it 2, but that's fine. Got it 1. But let's see if we have anyone to re-sign. I can't remember if there was anyone we didn't get back. I think it was just Khalil Herbert, J.K. Dobbins, if it wants to load. Okay, yeah, I'm good. If this was real life, I would definitely be interested in re-signing Khalil Herbert because he's definitely really good in real life, but here it's, he's kind of terrible. I extended Andrew Billings. What is happening? Why didn't move him to second year? I didn't move him to second year. Is he still here? No, okay. Hopefully that re-signed him. I guess we'll re-sign Kaimi Fairbairn because I don't want to worry about kicker. Johnny Hecker's a little old, but sure, I don't care. But let's get into free agency, and again, hopefully it's better this year. It probably will be. Last year was like weirdly weak. Okay, it definitely is better. How are we feeling about Nick Chubb? Would that be too weird? Well, it's not a realistic rebuild. I can kind of do whatever. Why is Khalil Herbert's picture so red? What kind of, like, saturation did they do to it? Some of the pictures are weird. Like, it looks like they were trying to blind J.K. Dobbins. Like, it's so bright. I don't know. I'm getting sidetracked. We're gonna go for Nick Chubb. Is it great to pay a, 29-year-old running back coming off of a big injury? Probably not. But, again, not a realistic rebuild. I don't like to go too crazy in my unrealistic realistic rebuilds, but I'm not really gonna limit myself too much. Like Greg Newsome, we might go for him. We don't really need corner, but he would be an upgrade. And he is superstar dev at only 25 years old. That could be a huge pickup. Oh yeah, and wait, before these two sign, I wanna see if we got any other dev traits. I'm hoping one for Xavier Worthy. Okay, he didn't. Again, I definitely should give him superstar dev now. I just haven't yet. I mean, he literally ran his 40 time yesterday as of the time of recording this, so I'll give him superstar dev, but I haven't yet. I just need to remember to do that. I don't think we got any dev traits at all, though. No, Jalen Johnson got one. That's cool. I think that's it, though. I was really hoping for more in a 10-7 season, but oh well. Or wait, did DJ Moore get X Factor, or did he have X Factor? Okay, never mind. We did get a different one, or another one. We did get X Factor for DJ Moore. We'll take that. Really? DJ Moore got X Factor for 1,200 yards, but Worthy couldn't get superstar for more yards? I guess Moore had the touchdowns, but whatever. It's fine. Let's see if these players want to sign with us. And already, this could be an insane team. I mean, the run game in Madden matters so much. So let's see if he wants to sign, and Greg Newsome. I'm more focused on Nick Chubb, though, but both really matter. Two Browns players, and we do get both of them. That's huge. So already, I mean, 87 overall offense, 83 overall defense. We definitely could use a defensive tackle in the draft, maybe, because Billings' contract is going to be up, and Carter didn't really develop. He had a good year, but he didn't really develop. He only went up 1 overall. I thought 15 TFLs was a guaranteed dev trait. Guess not? I don't know. But let's get to the draft. And again, this team could already be looking insane. It already is. Not quite insane yet, but very good. But in the draft, this is an interesting draft order. The Bucks have the #1 pick. The Colts have a top 5 pick, who are definitely, you know, looking up. Same with the Texans, the Steelers. Interesting teams up here. But we pick at 21. This was a very, very, very strong QB class. Of course, when we don't need a QB. There are still a lot of first-round guys left, still 4 of them. They must not be actually, you know, that good if they're still available, but they were projected to go round 1. Let's see, I think, oh, the guard's definitely going to be gone, isn't he? He is. Okay, there was a top 5 talent guard available. We'll have to see what his overall is, but he looked really good. Mick Madden looks pretty good. His finesse is really bad, though. But let's see, there was a center that I think would be worth taking. Oh, he's not supposed to go until day 3. Never mind. I was about to take him here, but he's a first-round talent. Really, really, really good combine. Amazing ratings. I mean, we could take him here and it would be worth it, but we might as well do something else. I also like Owen O'Sullivan. I never checked his combine. He ran a 4.74 at 303 pounds. Okay, well, there are some good players at our positions in need. There's also Stephon Quick, who is also pretty quick. I mean, a 4.89 at 303 pounds is also good. Also elite strength. Are we gonna go with 2 defensive tackles? We could, and it would be worth it. I mean, as I always say, at least recently, if you can find good players, take good players. Let's see, Bart Lloyd, what does he look like? I see the A-man. He looks pretty good too. We definitely don't need safety, but might as well check. Junior Meander also looks insane. This is a really good defensive draft class. You know what? Should I take Junior Meander? I really think he looks good. We really do not need corner, but again, not a realistic rebuild. We're just trying to make this team as good of an overall as possible. We could trade down. I don't really feel like it though. Let's go with Junior Meander out of Auburn. Probably normal dev, but I think he'll be a good overall. And yeah, normal dev, but 95 speed, 94 excel, 95 change of direction. He looks great. And here, let's take Owen O'Sullivan. He looks ridiculous. Could have normal dev, I guess. Maybe that's his downside. He definitely shouldn't have normal dev with like 4.7 speed and elite strength, but he might. So let's take him. Damn, another normal dev, but another good player. I love how most athletes in this game just don't have dev traits, but they're already well-polished players. Like, that doesn't make sense. If they're good athletes and well-polished players, then they should be going in like the top 15. If they're good athletes but raw, they definitely should have dev traits. I guess he isn't raw, but I don't understand this game, dude. I don't. But last pick that I'm gonna show, let's go with Philip Hutchins. Can't wait to see another normal dev, but he looks amazing. First round talent. Let's take him. Okay, we didn't 3 for 3, thankfully. He does have hidden. He's ugly as hell, so that probably means he's a good lineman. Plus he's wearing 69. He's just perfect. But here's how we did in the draft. We doubled up a little bit at some positions. I just tried to find good-looking players. Junior Meander is a 79. That's really good. This draft low-key looks worse than the one we had last year. Well, I guess that makes sense because we didn't exactly have the 1st pick and the 9th pick in the draft, but I want to see where Junior Meander ranks in the league. The #1 one pick was only a 75 overall. That's tough. But Meander is tied for the 7th best player in the class, I guess, in terms of overall. There was oh, that's the guard. Or no, wait, that isn't the guard I wanted. What was this guard class? It said it was a weak interior O-line class, too. There was an 84 overall Devin Portis to the Bengals. That's crazy. And then the one I saw was Drew Swift, because it was a right guard that I saw. He has 97 strength, 98 impact blocking. That's crazy. But yeah, Meander was a good pick. I wish he had a dev trait, but I didn't expect him to. That's fine. Oh no, Sullivan isn't that high of an overall. He'll probably be pretty good at defensive tackle, but I don't know. I thought he would be like a 75 defensive end and then go up at defensive tackle. He is a 75 defensive tackle at least, so that's good value. Philip Hutchins is a 76 with hidden dev, and then I ended up taking Danny Anthony because he was a 1st to 2nd round talent. I don't know what we're going to do with him, but again, if you can find good players, take good players. Cole McKnight, I figured he wouldn't be great, but the reason I took him is because he ran a 4.24 and he has 99 speed. I didn't know he would have 99 speed, but I knew it would be good, and it is very good. I thought he would be a better overall by a little bit, but whatever. It was the 4th round. I don't care. And then I also took another center, Luke Alexander. I might move him to like tackle because he's 6'4", 296 is a little small, but whatever. He stays to 74 at tackle. That's cool. And then these 2 picks weren't great. I just wanted depth. This corner looked better than he actually is. I thought he would be like a 70, but no. But an all right draft, pretty good. And let's get into year 2. But here we are heading into year 2. I'm surprised the draft didn't make us go up in overall at all. Maybe we had like morale or something that just wore off. I don't know. Ooh, McKnight has an upgrade already. Ooh, in only 108 snaps. Are we feeling superstar dev? We'll see. Now that I said that, he won't have it, but hopefully. But yeah, this offense is looking really good now with Nick Chubb, Philip Hutchins at center, and then the defense is also looking really nice. I might make Sullivan the #1 defensive tackle just because Andrew Billings his contract is almost up, plus O'Sullivan is a lot younger. Also, I'm thinking about starting Anthony at right guard because Nate Davis is what, 29? He only has normal dev. How much longer does he have on his contract? This might be the last year. He has played really well though. This is the last year of his deal. Okay, we'll start Anthony. We'll play the long game there. He's a little worse, but he will be a better overall by the end of the year, and he's actually under contract. So he'll start there. So let's get to the midseason point, and we will see how this team does. Probably worse than last year because EA, but we should develop a lot this year. All right, well, here's the classic Madden coded in down year. Now that we actually have a good roster. People always tell me that it's because of strength of schedule. I get that comment like a lot. Like from year 1 to year 2, your strength of schedule gets harder. We're in year 3 though. This isn't like last year should have been our hard schedule if that's the logic. This is technically year 3 of the franchise because we're obviously counting, you know, the real life season as not a rebuild season because that already happened. So this is year 3 of the franchise, but year 2 of the rebuild. I don't know. Game bad. Shocker. We have some upgrades though. Ooh, Junior Meander got 2 upgrades from 1. We'll take that. +3 man. Here's the great thing too. If we look at points per game, we're 5th on offense and 29th on defense. But if we look at overall rankings, like for yards, we're 22nd on offense and 9th for defense. What do I do with this information? So we're good at getting points on offense, but bad at getting yards, and we're good at not allowing yards on defense, but we're bad at allowing points on defense. We're also bad at getting sacks, bad at allowing touchdowns. I guess that's part of points, but bad red zone percentage, that's also part of points. All right. We have some re-signings to worry about though. DJ Moore will definitely re-sign. I thought they gave him a new contract when they traded for him. Was it not that long of a deal? Yeah, I guess it could be up by now. We'll give him 5 years, 120 mil. That's really cheap. Ooh, Montez Sweat will offer 3 years, 49 mil. He takes it. This team's getting expensive. TJ Edwards, we might have to let go. Braxton Jones was really bad last year, but is good this year. I'm not going to fully trust him yet, though. Jaquan Brisker, how's he been doing? No picks this year, but 5 pass deflections, and then 1 pick last year, 7 pass deflections. Huh. He's not interested, but he is really cheap. 4 years, 24 mil. He takes it. Okay, yeah, this team's already becoming pretty expensive. So we'll see who else we want to re-sign at the end of the year. We'll probably bring one of these 2 back. We'll see. But let's get to the end of the year, and we will see what kind of record we finish with. Okay, well, we unfortunately finished only 8-9. Nowhere near as well as we should have done. Shocker. Our offense actually ended up being pretty good, though. It was our defense that was terrible this year. One of the worst in the league. We had a good run D, but we had the 28th pass D in the league, so not great. We also almost made the playoffs if we just would have beat beat the Browns. They beat us by 1 point. I mean, maybe. We would have had the same record as the Lions. Maybe we would have had the tiebreaker. I don't know, but they made the playoffs. Who knows? But oh well, it's only year 2. Once we start getting to the end of this, if we're still not winning, then it's time to be concerned, but not yet. Almost forgot to check our season stats. Caleb Williams was definitely not the problem, though. Almost 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 12 picks. He was really good. Nick Chubb, almost 1,400 yards, 5.2 per carry, 15 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, another 1,200 yard season, 9 touchdowns. Almost 1,200 yards for DJ Moore, 9 touchdowns. Gabe Davis was decent. Cole Kmet didn't really do too much. I wish we could get him more involved, but I guess I would sacrifice, some of these other guys. I don't know. The blocking was good. Philip Hutchins wasn't great, but the rest of the line definitely was. We had a ton of tackles. 132 for Edmonds led the team. TFL's 20 for Sweat, 17 for O'Sullivan, 10 for Edmonds in sacks. Oh my God. Okay. 7.5 for Montez Sweat, which is fine. It's not great, but 2.5 for Owen O'Sullivan and Andrew Billings. 2 for Dallas Turner. He has had 3.5 sacks in probably 2,000 snaps. Probably more. 2,100 or something. Another certified EA moment. I mean, he's an 82 overall. He's a scheme fit, so I again see people say in the comments, oh, well, they're not doing well because they're not a scheme fit. He's a scheme fit. He has all the traits. I don't know, skill issue. Maybe he's not good enough at an 82 superstar to get more than 2 sacks. Why do I do this? 4 interceptions for TJ Edwards, though. 3 for Jalen Johnson, 2 for Junior Meander, and then 1 for a couple players. But Lamar wins MVP. Tua on the Titans? That would be interesting. I mean, they had Ryan Tannehill from the Dolphins. He was pretty good for like a couple years, but now they get another Dolphins QB. Offensive Player of the Year goes to CeeDee Lamb. Nick Chubb at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Nick Bosa. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to John Ferguson for the Saints. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Joe Underwood for the Seahawks. Owen O'Sullivan at number 3. Junior Meander at number 7. I kind of thought he would be up higher. That definitely wasn't a great season, though. Not even really close to any awards other than, I guess, Nick Chubb for Offensive Player of the Year, but hopefully we can do better next year. Let's get into the offseason, and we will see what we need to fix on this team. I don't even know. But in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys beat the Raiders 24-17. That's something. No thanks. I'm good. I'll pass on that one. I don't hate either of those teams particularly, but those two fan bases arguing, I'm okay. I'll pass. But do we have any re-signings? We have the 5th year for Darnell Wright. We'll pick that up if it lets, what's happening? Okay. Braxton Jones was good this year. I don't trust him because of the 1st year, but he was good this year. He is a little more interested now, or is that the same interest he had? I don't know. We'll offer him 3 years, 45 or 46 and a half. I don't know if he's going to take that though. 3 years, 47.1. He doesn't take it. Okay. How much is a left tackle tag? Probably like 25 mil, 28 mil. I'm good. I'll pass. I'm pretty sure Bears fans do like Kyler Gordon, but he's been kind of phased out here, and again, not a realistic rebuild. Plus, he hasn't really developed that much here. He's not very good yet. We can bring TJ Edwards back. He's on a really cheap deal in real life, but 2 years, 31.2 mil, and he takes it. Okay, cool. So that's going to be our one re-signing, I guess. We're going to be letting Nate Davis, Kyler Gordon, and Braxton Jones go. Well, not really by choice with Braxton Jones, but again, hopefully there's some good free agents, and I'm going to restructure some deals and try to free up some money. So we'll see what we can do. Okay, I'm trying to decide if we should cut Tremaine Edmonds. It would save us 15 mil, and we do have TJ Edwards and Jack Sanborn who we're already paying. I don't know. We don't really need the money, so I'm not going to do it, but I guess it depends on who's available in free agency. We were able to free up a ridiculous amount of money. We have 71.6 mil now from what, 15? And this is a good year to need an offensive lineman. Christian Darrisaw, he's not very good in this game. I forgot about that. I mean, the last 2 years, or the last 2 before this year, he has been pretty good, but 11 sacks allowed. And this is more of what I know of him as in this game, at least, the 11 sack season. I don't know. He is a good overall player. He's just not interested, though. That's tough. How we feeling about Joel Bitonio at left tackle? That might work. I might do that. Kind of crazy, but I think we'll do it. Ooh, Justin Madubuike. We're going to have kind of an undersized defensive tackle group, but I think we'll do that too. Ooh, and another maybe interesting move. Quincy Williams is really cheap, so we might cut Edmonds for him just to save money and stay, I think, the same overall. We're doing some things here. What if I traded Edmonds instead? Okay, well, we're at the point of the rebuild where teams don't know how to get out of the salary cap, so most teams are broke. I guess some have a little bit of cap space, but yeah. Well, still a second round pick for Tremaine Edmonds. I mean, we'll take that. Again, I want to reiterate, not a realistic rebuild. Was that an no. Why was I thinking we were the Bills for well, because we were trading Tremaine Edmonds, but let's see if we can sign these players. I hope so. I think we'll get these two. Don't know if we'll get Justin Matabuike. Teams love the players love the Commanders in this game. It seems like we always get like screwed by the Commanders of all teams. I don't know, dude. Let's see if these three want to sign or not. Okay, that was weird. It just did absolutely nothing for a second, so I thought my game froze, but we got all three of those players. So now this team is slowly just turning into the Browns. That's what I'm realizing. We're just stealing all the players that they can't afford because of the Deshaun Watson deal and the fact that they can't get out of the salary cap, or they don't know how to. But we are looking really, really, really good. Oh, McKnight does have superstar. Okay, I figured. If you see someone developing that quick from barely playing, then they probably have superstar. I mean, I guess depending on your XP sliders. I don't know what we're gonna do with him, but we have a superstar player. I guess that's fun. Everyone else had star, but it is what it is. Let's get to the draft. But in the draft, we pick at number 14 this year. Not a great pick. I kind of thought it would be a little higher, but it's about right, I guess. Let's see. What do we want to do here? We don't really have many needs anymore, which is a good thing, but it makes the drafts difficult. I want to start spending less time like looking over different players, because checking like the video analytics, people just skip over it anyways and just skip right to the recaps. So I'm not going to yap too much. I'll just look through and we will see who we want to take. Honestly, I'm not loving many of the options here though. Okay, you know, honestly, Dallas Turner's been pretty terrible. Carlos Warwick looks pretty good. Not supposed to go until the first to the second, so I guess later first, but 4.6 speed, ran a 4.58 at his pro day, 31 bench reps. He has elite jumping, A finesse moves, hopefully good block shed in pursuit, but B tackle, B awareness, B play rec. I don't think he's going to be a crazy overall, but I'm hoping for a dev trait. Is that too much to ask? Maybe. He looks good though. I mean, I don't really have anything better to do here. Let's go Carlos Warwick, and of course he has normal. All right. Why would an athlete be able to develop quickly or have upside? And let's see, there was a really, okay, he's gone. Never mind. There was an insane looking tight end. I don't think I was going to take him anyways because we don't throw to tight end anyways, and we already have Cole Kmet, but he did look really good. He's probably like an 80 overall with X factor because we didn't get him. Carlos Hyde, that's kind of fun. Carlos Hyde was pretty good. I don't know if this dude looks great. I mean, he looks good, but only decent acceleration. Acceleration is really important to overall. I don't know. He looks pretty good though. We need depth at safety. I guess we do have Mustafa, but yeah, I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna yap, but this is a tough draft. Ooh, a medium route. I do love my medium route. He looks really terrible other than medium route running. Like 4.6 speed, C to F carrying for a playmaker receiver is insane, but I like the medium route and I don't really care about this draft. We're not really finding anyone good here. So let's go with Zach Barrington. Of course he has hidden dev, the one who kind of looks terrible. I mean, he might not be though because of the medium route running. We'll see, but I'll make the rest of these picks. We have another second round pick. Damn. But yeah, I'll make the rest of these and we will see how we did. Oh, okay. This was a really bad draft. Zach Barrington is pretty good. He's a 75 with hidden dev. That's cool. I thought Warwick would be a lot better. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with you? Bad play rec, terrible block shedding. I mean, yeah, that'll do it. That will indeed do it. I don't know. He has really good speed and strength and finesse moves. You would think there would be potential there, but normal dev. Carlos Hyde, only normal dev too. I did end up taking him. For some reason, I thought, I don't know why. When I said we had another second round pick, for some reason I was thinking we already spent 2 second round picks. Maybe just because I was looking around for so long, I lost track of how many picks we had taken. I don't know. I also took Reggie Vincent, who has normal dev. He's almost 380 pounds. He doesn't really look like it. He doesn't look that massive. He looks probably like 300, maybe 310 or something. But he also has 97 strength, 82 tackle, 88 acceleration. That would be horrifying to go up against. But that doesn't matter because normal dev. I also took Tyler Ferguson. He's decent. And then I might have taken, I think I took Sharp and then I simulated the last two. Those were not great picks. Yeah, this wasn't the best draft ever. Oh, I wish I had looked at centers. Tyler Gonzalez, 84 overall. I mean, we definitely didn't need a center anymore, but I wish I looked. I mean, other than that, though, most of the really good players went top 10. So, I don't know. That's tough. There were a lot of good corners. We didn't need corner. There were a lot of good corners. It's kind of crazy, but looking at this, we did about as well as we could have, other than these two. But I couldn't have taken Clinton. He went before we picked. I guess I could have traded up, but we didn't need guard. Like, I wasn't going to take a tight end. I wasn't going to take a receiver. Well, these guys went earlier anyways. Yeah, I don't know. For positions of need, there was nobody at all. That's tough. But here's a look at the team heading into year 3. Again, I wish we added more through the draft, but it would have been hard for us to add more. Like, this team's already really good. We have an 89 offense and an 87 overall defense. I definitely want an upgrade at safety. Gilman and Brisker haven't really developed too much, so that's something we'll look at this offseason, but we'll see how the team does this season. Honestly, I've said this a lot in rebuilds before, but when your team underperforms in the preseason, normally you don't do well in the regular season. Our offense was really, really bad in the preseason. Same with our defense, low-key, but our pass D was still good, and our run D was terrible, just like last year, so I don't know. Or was it the other way around? I don't remember anymore. Let's just get to the midseason point, and we will see how we do. Okay, at the midseason point, we are 6-1. Much better than I expected. I kind of thought we were going to be terrible, but we definitely are not. Our only loss, too, was the first game of the season, so that made me extra think we were going to be terrible. We absolutely destroyed the Patriots, though. We really haven't been crushing teams, but we destroyed them, so we're looking good. But again, we'll have some players to re-sign. I don't think it's going to be too many this year. Oh, okay, it's not many, but we have negative 72 mil in cap. We're also going to have the 5th year for Caleb Williams, which is almost 60 mil. I mean, I don't think I'm going to pick that up. I think we're just going to extend him as soon as we can. That is expensive, though. That's not great. We do have a really good offense right now. Our defense is good, but now our pass D is terrible. I don't know what's wrong with our defense. I might change it. We'll see. If it ends up being bad this year, I definitely will. If it's fine, I won't, but our defense has definitely been holding us back. But let's get to the end of the season, and we will see how we finish. But all right, before I reveal how we did in year number 3, y'all know why we're here, if you've seen one of these videos before. But if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on the video. Again, 2,500 likes, I think, is the goal I set. I don't remember. But if we hit that, I will do another Bears-themed rebuild. Was it 25? Was it 3,000? I don't remember. Something like that. Just, I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel more than you could imagine. And be sure to subscribe for more, because I'm gonna have a ton of fun stuff coming up soon, as I've been saying. But I have something super fun planned for 50K, so again, be sure to subscribe. Oh yeah, and also expect something fun tomorrow. I have a fun rebuild idea, and I think y'all are gonna enjoy it. But anyways, in year number 3, we finished 13-4, and we made the playoffs. Something weird is we finished with a pretty not great offense. We were 18th for points per game, but our defense ended up carrying. We had the 3rd best scoring defense, even though we had one of the worst at the midseason. I don't know. This game's so weird. Caleb Williams was all right, though. 3,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 picks. He's like progressively getting a little worse every year. I mean, yeah, kinda. I would definitely say his first year was his best. I mean, this year was really similar, but he had less yards. I guess probably less attempts, yeah. I don't know. He isn't really developing, but he isn't getting, like, dramatically worse, so I guess we'll take it. Nick Chubb, though, over 1,400 yards, 5 per carry, 9 touchdowns. Also 9 touchdowns for Roschon Johnson, who I do really like in real life. Just isn't, 3.8 yards per carry isn't great. But Xavier Worthy, 1,250 yards and 14 touchdowns. Will he finally get superstar dev? Probably not, but hopefully. It definitely doesn't look like him, but there isn't a very good face for him in the game. Like, he's normal looking in real life, but I don't know what that face is. Yeah, there just isn't a better face. I want one not so ugly looking. I'll just pick a random one. How about, sure. But DJ Moore wasn't as good this year. 900 yards, only 4 touchdowns. He was still fine, but Gabe Davis, he's been about the same every year. Cole Kmet, about the same as last year. Really, Xavier Worthy was like our only really good receiver this year. But blocking has been about the same every year. Hutchins was better this year, though. Quincy Williams, 120 tackles at the team. We had a ton of tackles for loss, led by 20 from Matabuike, and sacks. It really doesn't feel like we went 13-4. Matabuike had 7.5 sacks, and that was the most. 7 for O'Sullivan, only 6 for Turner and Sweat. I mean, this is Turner's best year by a lot, but it's still not good. I mean, the TFLs are nice, but only 6 sacks and almost 1,000 snaps is not, that's not great. Montez Sweat has also been getting progressively worse every year. I don't know. Our defense was good, but like I said, it doesn't really feel like it. Quincy Williams, 3 picks, 2 for Brisker and Johnson, and 1 for Edwards. That's only 8 total picks. But MVP goes to Patrick Mahomes. Big shocker there. Justin Fields is now on the Buccaneers for some reason. He also was at number 7 for MVP, with Caleb Williams not on here. But Offensive Player of the Year goes to CeeDee Lamb. Fields at number 4. Xavier Worthy at number 7. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aiden Hutchinson. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Ladarius Sample for the Panthers. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Eric Holiday for the Saints. Yeah, a 13-4 team only had 1 player up there for any big award. That's crazy. And he wasn't even that high. He was at number 7 for Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, Caleb was up there for Best QB, but like, I mean the big awards. I don't know. Our pass rush is kind of terrible for it being 2 like really good players in real life coming off the edge. I mean, our interior pressure was good, but that's it. So I don't know. Again, I'm not going to change the defensive playbook yet because it was very good, but the stats aren't good. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the divisional. Maybe the Vikings, a division rival? No. Oh, well, it's the Falcons, but they don't have Justin Fields anymore, so this isn't like too exciting. We do have an upgrade for Greg Newsome. We'll take that. The Falcons are also only in 9, and they made it to the divisional somehow. Who's their QB now? I wonder if they drafted someone, or they probably have a quarterback that they paid a ton of money, and then they probably drafted a QB in the top 5. That's my guess. No, the opposite. Their quarterback group is Desmond Ridder, Trey Lance, and Kyle Trask. What a great group. But Desmond Ridder's insane in this game for some reason. I don't know why. But let's see if we can take down the Falcons. And we do, 42-32. Our defense allowed a lot of points, but we did score a lot of points. It looks like the Cowboys have a terrible defense, too. Number 30 in the league for points per game. It's not bad on paper. It's an 85 overall, but it isn't playing well. Oh, I saw McKnight get an upgrade. I wonder if he's ever going to get playing time for us. I guess there's a world where he is. Because how old is he? He's only, what, like 23 probably? Only 22. Okay, he might. The only thing really blocking him is Barrington, who we drafted last year, but we might move on from Gabe Davis this offseason, and we'll see. But anyways, let's see if we can take down the Dallas Cowboys. Wait, why do they have a good defense now? What? Come again? They just had the 30th defense, and now they have number 15. They upgraded in the matter of seconds. I don't know. This game is so fucked up, dude. This is so bad. Was it still showing like the Falcons defense? I thought it said Dallas above it, though. I don't know, dude. Well, apparently they don't have a terrible defense. It's not great, but it's mid. I mean, hold on. Let's go to the lineup again. Let's see if it changes again. Let's click on a player. Let's close out. Is it going to be a magic trick or is it the same? Oh, I thought it was different. I saw the 27, but that's their rush yards per game. Okay, no. It is the 15th points per game defense. That was a weird way to phrase it, but you know what I mean. But let's simulate this out. I don't know if we're going to win this one because it is the Cowboys, so I would guess no. Just kidding. We absolutely destroy them 41-20. And we are going to be moving on to the Super Bowl already against the Bills. That's an interesting one. So this already might be the most successful 10-year rebuild I've ever done. I mean, no, I think we've made Super Bowls before. I think there was one where we made like 3 Super Bowls and lost all of them, and I wanted to die at the end of it. I think that was the Falcons one. God, that was no, wait, did I do the I think it was, what was that one? After one of them, I just wanted to never play this game again. Because we had the best team in the league by like a mile for like 6 years straight, and I think we made the Super Bowl 3 times and lost all of them to like 81 overall teams. It was terrible. I don't know. It was either the 0 overall 10-year rebuild or the Raiders 10-year rebuild with Bo Nix. I don't know. Anyways, we have a Super Bowl media day here and a hot opponent. This is, I guess, just the beginning. We're only in year 3. I didn't think we would make a Super Bowl this quick. Oh, that looked like Madden 20 back there, like the whole sky background. That was weird. But for the hot opponent scenario, we'll just go be confident. Y'all know me. That's literally what I always pick. We also have some upgrades. Ooh, okay, Xavier Worthy. Also, let's check if we got any dev traits. Hopefully Worthy got one. Finally, he deserves one. He's had, what, 3 1,200-yard seasons? I think he deserves a superstar dev trait. Okay, finally, he does get superstar dev. I'll move him to number... no, I won't touch it. I won't mess with it. I'll leave him where he is. He's been really good. Next year, he'll be our number 2, but for now, I'll just leave him there. there. He's our slot receiver. I thought it revealed dev traits at the end of the year if they were still hidden. I guess it'll do that next week. Barrington, he could have superstar. He probably just has star though. I don't know though. He's gone up 4 overall. Backup. We'll see. And then I don't think we had any dev ups on defense. I don't think we've had one other than Jalen Johnson. So yeah, our stats haven't been great. Really though, this might be like the most dev trait increases, or no, not the most, the least dev trait increases I've had in a rebuild before. We've had what, 3? Sanborn might have got one. It might be 4. Yeah, Sanborn went up to star, I think. Jalen Johnson went up to superstar. Xavier Worthy went up to superstar, and DJ Moore went up to X Factor. And I don't think we've gotten any more than that, unless it was someone we let go, which maybe, but I don't know. It's been tough in that regard. Anyways, I'm just yapping. Let's get into this Super Bowl, and let's see if we can take down the Bills, or if they're gonna get their first ever Super Bowl win. Unless they've already won one here. I don't think they have though. I don't know. But here we go in the Super Bowl. Like I've said before, nothing lags my PC like Madden. I don't know why. It just can't handle it. It runs everything else pretty well. It's like a $1,500 PC. It's not like some piece of garbage. I mean, that isn't insane, but that's pretty good. I don't know. It just gives it a hard time for some reason. But let's simulate this game out, and let's see if we can get a win. My guess is no, but I'm always pessimistic, so I don't know. The Bills do score first, though. We get a field goal. They get a field goal, too. They score again to make it 13-3, and our offense just can't score. It's 27-3. We get a touchdown and a 2-point, but it's not going to matter. We get kind of destroyed in the Super Bowl. I feel like all of the recent Super Bowls I've been in, we have gotten destroyed, whether we have the better team or not, which we do. We're an 89 to their 83, or 86. We're 3 overall better. Doesn't matter, though. You hate to see it. Whatever. Hopefully we'll be back. I can't really control if we are, but hopefully we will be. Ooh, you know what? I had a good idea. I'm gonna force win the final season of this rebuild, because I don't think we're gonna win a Super Bowl no matter how good I make this team. If we don't win a Super Bowl, I'm gonna force win the final season. Because, I mean, it'll be a little lame, but I would rather cheat for a Super Bowl in a rebuild than not win one at all. If we're not the best roster in the league, I won't force us to win a Super Bowl. Like, whatever happens by the final year happens if we aren't still the best. But if we are the best roster in the league by the end and we still don't have a ring, I'm gonna force win it. Like, whichever team is a higher overall, I'll take like home field advantage into account too. Like, that'll count for 1 overall. We'll see. Hopefully we actually win a Super Bowl though. And oh yeah, we're in we're in salary cap hell. We have almost negative 50 mil still. Oh boy, here we go. All right, there isn't really a contract we can get out of. I mean, I could cut Joel Bitonio, but I don't want to. I'd rather just not do anything in free agency this year. Let me see if I can restructure any deals. Is it worth it, or should we just let it roll over so it isn't even worse next year? I guess next year it's not projected to be too bad. Yeah, we'll restructure. We'll try to get out of it. And I am unfortunately gonna cut Gabe Davis. Or should we try to trade him? Would anyone be interested? We'll just cut him. I don't feel like trading him. I don't. Wait, it literally just said we have 7 mil to work with? I don't understand. Now we have negative. Wait, what? When I was restructuring players, the last thing it said was we would have like 7.4 mil or whatever it said. Now we have negative 1.4. I didn't touch anything else. It just lied to me. Thanks, EA. Oh my. It's going to be almost a 70 mil 5th year option. I don't think I can pick that up. I don't think we can afford that. I mean, okay. We'll also pick up Dallas Turner's, even though he's been kind of awful. I don't know why he's been so bad, but whatever. Why does it say we have an F at left guard? I don't know. Oh, maybe Tevin Jenkins is listed as a... No? Wait, what? I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Maybe it's because we have a bad backup, maybe. Probably. Who cares? But unfortunately, I don't know what I just clicked. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do anything in free agency, so let's get to the draft. But the also terrible thing about losing the Super Bowl is you end up with the second worst pick. At least if you win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter what pick you have because, you know, you won the Super Bowl. It's like, who cares? But it's just insult to injury. The Dolphins have the #1 pick this year. That's interesting. Okay, wait. That wasn't the safety I was thinking of. I'm sure the safety I was thinking of is long gone, but there was a top 5 talent safety available. Ooh. There's also a first-round talent guy right here. He doesn't look particularly good. good. He really doesn't look good, but I mean, he's a first round talent. I mean, the awareness is good, but he also has D-man, C block shed, C pursuit, only B zone, which is good, but he also is 23. Yeah, that screams normal dev, and probably because I think that he'll probably have superstar. I don't know. Ooh, this guy looks pretty good, probably about as good, maybe better. I don't know. We have enough safeties at this point. We're fine there. I don't need to take another one unless there's like a really good one. There were two really good looking corners. They're gone, but I'll stop yapping and I will see who we're gonna take. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Oscar McClendon. We definitely don't need linebacker, but we don't need a lot right now. The positions we kind of need don't look very strong, and we're gonna have both Quincy Williams, I think maybe all three. It might be Quincy Williams, Jack Sanborn, and their other linebacker, the guy they signed from the Eagles. Why can I not think of his name? I don't know. All three of them are gonna be due for contracts. There's no way we're gonna be able to keep all three with our cap situation, so let's take a linebacker here. We're gonna go with Oscar McClendon out of Tennessee. Hidden dev. Did I even show his ratings? Oh, well, here they are. It still shows them. A awareness, A play rack. He's also a really good pass rusher. I guess a really good blitzer. I don't know what his coverage is. It might not be good, but either way, hidden dev looks good. I don't know if he's gonna be great. He might only be like a 75, but we'll take it. I was thinking about that center. He looked pretty good. There was a nice looking right tackle, and he is still here. His ratings aren't anything special. I mean, they're pretty good. A awareness, A impact block, B pass block, B pass block power. Probably not the best, finesse blocker, but 40 bench reps, 39 at his pro day. Enough said. Hidden dev, 93 strength. Probably should be higher, to be honest, but we'll take it. I mean, the record's what, like 45? Or no, like 49? I don't know. And let's see, last pick. Oh yeah, I took that tackle because Darnell Wright is also due for a contract. Could bring him back, but just in case. If we can find a good player at a future position of need, why not? All these safeties look incredibly terrible. Like, yeah, this guy doesn't look as bad, but I don't know. 4.71 speed is great for a linebacker. I'm no expert, but I don't know about that. Elite acceleration too. Okay. 4.64 is elite? I mean, I know this is comparing it against pass rushers, but this is why there should be a difference. Why it should separate them. And even then, 4.64 isn't like insane for a pass rusher. I mean, we just saw two guys run like a 4.44 and a 4.48 or something like that, so I definitely isn't elite. 4.64 isn't, even for that. I don't know. We'll take Jaden Turner. He actually looks pretty good. It's hard to tell if he's actually good because not many of his ratings are scouted, but I don't care. We'll take him. Hidden dev, cool. I hope I'm not like massively overlooking a big need, but we're just kind of filling depth with the drafts at this point. I don't know. I might draft a defensive tackle and maybe a corner. Like, we need a good fourth corner. I looked and none of them look great though, but I will see y'all for the draft recap. Okay, well, this was definitely a draft. Did I guess a 75 for Oscar McClendon? Did I say? I mean, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if I said it though. That was a pretty good guess. He is terrible in coverage. He's as good in man coverage as he is in zone coverage. That's different for a linebacker, but sure. Both suck anyways. I mean, yeah. He's good against the run though. I mean, that's probably a fine value pick. Let me see where he ranks. Let me judge it. He's like tied for 24th. Yeah, it was about a fair pick. Somewhere around in here. Where is he? Am I blind? Okay, I'm blind. Oh, there he is. There were a few other 75 overall linebackers, like this guy for the Chiefs, and well, this guy got taken earlier, but I guess I could have waited and just taken Anthony Johnson. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Lonnie Hill's pretty good. Jaden Turner's pretty good. Those were really good value picks. I mean, both like close-ish to first-round talents. Some of these picks were definitely questionable, like Brenton Marshall. I thought he would be good. No. He had elite strength. What's his strength? It doesn't say. Okay, cool. Let's get into year 4. Nick Chubb got Kendrick Thorpe a dev trait. I think he's the better of the two running backs we drafted, the 71 overall one, so that's cool. We got him star dev. Did I say superstar? I don't know what I said. He got him a dev trait. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 4. It's like late, so I have to be quiet, but the team is still very good. We're an 88 overall. What were we heading into last year? Were we better or worse? We might have been the same. I don't know. I mean, the team's really no different from the start of last year. We just don't have Gabe Davis anymore on offense, and that's it. That's literally it. I think same same with the defense. We just pretty much added depth in the draft, and that's it. We didn't add any free agents. I mean, I signed guys like Clark Phillips, but I mean, like, in free agency, we didn't add anyone because we couldn't. But I mean, to be fair, we didn't really even need to do anything to this team. It's already really good. Another safety could have helped, but that's about it. I've been saying we need a safety for years now, and we still haven't been able to add one. Maybe this offseason, though. I don't know. We might have a decent amount of money. We'll have to see. But let's get to the midseason point, and hopefully we're doing well again. But this could be another down year. We'll see. I feel like we're due for another classic Madden down year. We've only had one so far. Okay, well, we are actually 5-2 at the midseason, so we still aren't terrible. We don't have a good pass D again, but everything else is looking good. We're actually kind of getting sacks this year. I mean, we only have 11, but it isn't like the worst in the league. For yards, our defense isn't great. I mean, that'll happen when you have a bad pass D. We should probably be better stats-wise, but our record is at least good. I won't complain about that as much as I want to. But for re-signings, we have... This is why I drafted a tackle and some safeties, or some linebackers. Forgot Xavier Worthy was going to be up for a contract. I really hope we can get him back. That would suck if we couldn't. God, I don't even think the $60 million, or like almost 70 mil Caleb Williams deal has taken effect yet. And look at the players we have to re-sign here. Xavier Worthy, Cole Kmet, Darnell Wright, Jack Sanborn, TJ Edwards, Quincy Williams, Alohi Gilman, Joel Batonio. Like, that's rough. You would think we would have a lot of money with all those deals off our books here, but we have negative 44 mil, so this might be rough. Or I guess the negative 44 is probably accounting for the Caleb Williams deal next year, so that is affecting it. Or I guess the 5th year option next year, I should say. So hopefully we can get out of that a little bit, or get out of the cap space. We'll see. There's no way we're gonna get like even half of these guys back, but hopefully at least Xavier Worthy and Cole Kmet. Everyone else I don't care too much about, but at least these two. I guess Kmet wouldn't matter too much. We don't really use him. I don't know. We'll see at the end of the year. Let's get to the end of the season and we will see how we finish. Okay, I think our overall record for this rebuild might be the best I've ever had in a year, or in a 10-year rebuild. We went 12-5 this year. I don't know what the math is, but our overall record is pretty good. I feel like you can check that somewhere. Let me see, like, coach stats. Okay, 50-35, but that counts the Bears' actual season. So I think we're 43-25. Yeah, I think our record is 43-25. So we're doing pretty good. I'm surprised we have that many losses, but I guess that isn't too terrible. But let's check out our season stats super quick. Probably going to be disappointing if I had to guess, but Caleb Williams, almost 4,000 yards, only, what, 31 away? 30 touchdowns, 6 picks, really good completion percentage, 72. Nick Chubb, 1,350 yards, 5.1 per carry, 15 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, I really hope we can get him back. 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Could get another dev up this year. I mean, I've been thinking he would get multiple by now. He's had, what? He hasn't had a season with less than 1,215 yards. That's insane. That's like, that has to be a record. But Zach Barrington was decent. DJ Moore didn't do a lot this year. Cole Kmet, still just about the same as usual. Ooh, Tevin Jenkins was really bad this year. Other than him, though, the line was fine. Quincy Williams, 145 tackles for loss, 17 for Turner, 15 for Madubuike. And sacks, 9 for Dallas Turner. He's finally becoming good. 6.5 for Madubuike and O'Sullivan, but Montez Sweat has just been getting worse every year. He had 5.5 sacks this year. Yeah, he's literally getting less and less sacks every year. I think we might get rid of him this offseason. He just isn't good anymore. I mean, his overall is, but overall literally doesn't matter at all in this game. At least on defense. It kind of matters on offense, but on defense, it's just like random. But Greg Newsome, 4 picks, 3 for Edwards, 2 for Williams and Meander, and then 1 for a few players. A lot of picks this year. I don't know how I just clicked that. But MVP goes to Dak Prescott, of course. Jaden Daniels on the Broncos. That's something. The Commanders still have Sam Howell. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Bijan Robinson. Xavier Worthy at 10. I kind of thought he would be higher. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Dre Greenlaw. Quincy Williams at 6. Dallas Turner at 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Brian Gray for the Panthers. Thorpe at 4. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Philip Kinley for the Packers. No Bears. And also, we have a 90 overall team now. This team is really good. But in the divisional, we are going to be taking on the Minnesota Vikings. They were only 9-8 this year, but they made the playoffs. They have an 86 overall team, which isn't like the worst. It probably is one of the better teams in the league, but we have a 90, so it's gonna be great when we lose this game. We have some upgrades at least. Oscar McClendon, I guess we'll take that for next year. That's cool. I am still really worried about the offseason. I feel like we need to win a Super Bowl this year or we're cooked. Nah, I mean, it's only year 4, and we're actually pretty well prepared in terms of players leaving, but I want to be dramatic. I don't know. But let's simulate this game against our division rival, and let's see what happens. Okay, we do win. We barely win, but we win 28-24 against the Vikings. And now we are 100% going to be losing because it is the Dallas Cowboys that we are going to be taking on. They're only an 84 overall too. That makes them even scarier. Yeah, they're legitimately better than last year, unless this is the Vikings ratings. Okay, no, those are their ratings. They are better than us at literally everything, I guess, other than like takeaways on defense and some stuff like that, but we will see what happens here. Okay, never mind. We do win 27-24, and we are going to be moving on to another Super Bowl, this time against another terrifying team in Madden simulation, the Kansas City Chiefs. They had the best offense in the league this year, but one of the worst defenses. So if we can, actually score on this terrible defense, then we should be looking good. I mean, it's not a terrible defense on paper. It's better than ours, but playbooks are the only thing that matter in this game. If we can put up points, then we should be able to win this game, but for some reason, we just can't put up points in Super Bowls as of late. We have a Super Bowl media day, though. This is still just the beginning. We're not even halfway through this. And then we have a hot opponent scenario, which is always weird for the Super Bowl because, they're in the Super Bowl. Of course, they're hot right now. We will go be confident. Y'all know me. But let's jump in here against the Chiefs, and we will see if we can take them down. But here we go in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Caleb Williams versus Patrick Mahomes. Who is going to win this game? My guess is Mahomes, but we might as well try. So let's simulate this game out, and we will see what happens. It looks like we drive and don't score. So do the Chiefs. No, that's us. We do score first. The Chiefs tie it at 7, but they get a touchdown. We tie it, though, to make it 14-14. We take the lead, now 24-14. We score back-to-back. The Chiefs get a touchdown, and they're driving again and get a field goal. This game is coming down to the very end, and we get a touchdown at the end to win our first Super Bowl of the rebuild, 31-24. Almost went to overtime, but I guess we also could have kicked a field goal. So we get a Super Bowl win earlier than I expected, maybe the earliest in a 10-year rebuild. But now, of course, Caleb Williams and the Bears are Super Bowl champions. You love to see it. So I guess my prediction was wrong, but I'm glad I'm wrong. I'm surprised I'm wrong, though. It was looking kind of scary there for a minute when nobody was scoring. I was like, all right, they're eventually going to score. But we achieved our goal for this season, which is win a Super Bowl before this team falls apart. And now we get to the latter half of that, where this team falls apart. So let's see what happens. But yeah, for re-signings, we have negative 59 mil in cap space. That sucks. I really want Xavier Worthy back, but he did get X Factor too, so that makes this even worse. I don't think we're going to be able to do that, though. I just don't see how we can get out of this cap space. I'll try, but it's not likely, so let me see what I can do. Okay, well, no, we couldn't get out of the cap. Not even close. We were only able to free up like 5 players or restructure like 5 players. Pretty much everybody's in the last year of their deal. I don't know how I managed to set it up this way, but we're going to have like almost every player that isn't right here is going to be due for a contract next year. So that should be fun. I mean, there are a few exceptions, but not many. Oh yeah, and by the way, McClendon has X Factor. So that was definitely a good pick. He's playing with +6 overall from morale. That's crazy, but he should be able to slide in and be, great day one, hopefully, with that X Factor dev trait. We're going to be losing all of our linebackers, though, so I'm glad we have him at least. But let's bite the bullet. Let's take the L here. I would also like to tag someone, but we can't. We have negative 40 mil in cap, so we can't do that. But let's get to the draft. Let's look at the team. Yeah, Yeah, it's so sad without Xavier Worthy here, man. That sucks. I mean, we have good options. We would be fine not drafting a receiver because we have McKnight with Superstar Dev. Barrington, how old is he? 23, that's fine. We'll probably stay away from receiver. We definitely need a tight end, probably a tackle, but Alexander isn't bad. I don't know if I trust him, though. Honestly, for losing half our team, we're not looking too bad. We still definitely have pieces. Oh, we also have Turner at linebacker. I don't even think we need to draft a linebacker. I mean, maybe, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get to the draft and we will see what we want to do. But here in the draft, we of course pick at number 32. We're not gonna like trade up or anything. I don't think we can. Maybe we could. I'm just trying to remember how the having negative cap space affects trading picks. I think it lets you trade picks, but for some reason it doesn't let you trade away players that free up cap space when you have negative cap. I don't know why, but whatever. Let's see, I focus scouted some tight ends. Let me look at these guys. Jaden Rhodes looks pretty good. Great speed, elite acceleration. Good ratings. Not really first round caliber, but he looks all right. Walter Watkins, elite jumping. Ooh. Okay, he looks first round caliber. I'm not going to take him here, but I think round 2, he might be our guy. Okay, I'm not going to yap too much. I'll look through here and we will see who we want to take with this first pick. Okay, I don't really see anyone I'm in love with necessarily. I think the best player I've found is Jose Dawson out of Notre Dame. He has 4.4 speed, ran a 4.38 at his pro day. Okay, the more I look at him, the more I like him. Elite speed, agility, great acceleration, A awareness, play rec, pursuit, 3 very important ratings for safeties. I think we're gonna take him. Probably he's gonna have normal dev, but I think he's gonna be a good overall. Oh, there is also Deontay Griffith. I forgot about him. He looks really good too. Do I think I could get away with getting Dawson at pick 64? I don't think so. He's definitely gonna go like mid-second because he is a good player. I would trade up, but I couldn't really afford to trade away that 3rd round pick. When is the tight end supposed to go? Okay, I'm trying to strategize here so we can get all 3 of these players, but honestly, there are some pretty good looking tight ends even after that guy. Not as good, but still good. And we don't use tight end anyways. Okay, we're gonna trade up to like the mid-second, assuming it lets us. We're gonna give up, that's kind of a lot, but we're giving up our 3rd round pick to move up to around the mid-second. This isn't like the most necessary trade up because we don't really need another safety, but I'm just thinking for the future here. So let's go with the center with this first pick. Watch him be terrible and just watch the speed for no reason. He looks really good though. I wish he had great strength. I mean, he does have great strength, but it's only listed as good. I'd say 36 is a little better than good. I'm pretty sure that would be the most out of any player this year in real life. Oh no, just kidding. Bo Limmer had 39. Damn, I didn't know that, but Griffith would be 2nd in real life. Anyways, not a scheme fit, unfortunately. You know, agility is his weakness, but oh well, he looks good. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 88 strength. Should be higher, but we'll take it. And now with our next pick, Jaden Rhodes is still here. That's interesting. Same with Walter Watkins, but I'm gonna go with the safety, Jose Dawson out of Notre Dame. He does have hidden dev, 93 speed, only 77 change of direction. That's crazy, but should be good. But with this last pick, I think we unfortunately missed on the good tight ends. It looks like they're all gone. There's some good blocking tight ends. We could do that. We might as well. I mean, we don't really throw to tight ends anyways. I liked Derek Wade. A awareness, A pass block, A run block, finesse. I don't know if he's great. I'm kind of scared from that 159 overall tight end I took, but Derek Wade looks good. He also does have elite strength, and he's not that slow. He has poor acceleration, but we'll take him here. Hidden dev, I think he'll be decent. Maybe like a 70 overall or something, but let's get to the draft recap and we will see how we did. Okay, this was, I was looking at what we did down here and I was like, okay, this wasn't great, but ignore those last 3 picks. Those were just depth picks. Look at these first 3. DeAndre Griffith, I honestly kind of thought he could be like an 80 something, but a 78 is still good. Just, yeah, his finesse isn't great. That's fine. 92 impact block though. He looks good. And then Jose Dawson is better than I expected. 81 overall, hidden dev. He'll be our free safety. He'll be a scheme fit there. 82 zone, 82 hit power, 85 pursuit, 76 awareness as a rookie. I think he has 79 play rec. This dude looks great. And then Derek Wade is a 71. I mean, mean, sure, why not? Good blocker. That's really all we need at tight end, because like I said, we don't really throw to tight ends. This was almost best case scenario for this draft, like straight up. These picks are really disappointing though. They looked pretty good on paper. I mean, at least Baber has hidden dev, but oh, his ratings aren't great. I thought he had B pursuit. Is the game just out here fibbing? He also had like A tackle. What? It's a 73. Was it just the worst outside linebacker class of all time? But I don't really think it judges based off the other players. I don't know. I don't understand. Is he a better overall at safety? We're gonna move him to safety, so that looks like not such a terrible pick. I'm gonna keep him with number 99 at safety because that's funny, I guess. And Bobby Wilson, I figured he would be kind of bad, but he is really bad. He was also listed, he's listed as a speed rusher, and he has 59 finesse moves. Ouch. He has good tackling, but maybe this is the guy that had A tackle, B pursuit. I think this is. Why is he so bad? He has good speed, good tackle, good pursuit, not like the worst coverage in the world. I mean, it's not good, but I guess just probably 60 strength isn't great. What are you at safety? We're gonna have like 20 safeties. He's a 64. What are you at defensive end? A 63? You're a safety, bud. All right, I don't know what I was doing this draft. These picks were really good, and let's get into year 5. But here's a look at the team heading into year 4, or year 5. I should probably rearrange the O-line depth chart. Let me do that real quick. Okay, now here we are heading into year 5. I moved Hutchins to right guard. He went up to an 86. Unfortunately, Anthony went down 2 overall to right tackle. I wonder if Tevin Jenkins would probably be a better overall at right tackle. He would probably be like an 83. I'm doing some weird stuff with this O-line. It's going to be an entirely different O-line from last year. What is he? 83. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll move Danny Anthony back to, I guess, left guard? Or no, we'll keep him at right guard, which is where he was last year. And then we'll put Hutchins at left guard. Okay, now here we are heading into year 5. Still a good looking team. We're still negative 40 mil in cap, but that should almost entirely free up this offseason, hopefully. The CPU also signed Byron Young just because we didn't have enough players at that position because I can't sign any depth. But yeah, we're pretty much just a slightly worse version of last year's team. We made some good draft picks, but we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be stunned if we have a big down year this year. We don't necessarily deserve to because we're still an 87 overall team. I want to see where that ranks in the league, just for reference, just for future reference and I guess right now reference. I doubt we're the best. No, the Seahawks have an 88. The Ravens also have an 87. Same with the Patriots. The Jets have an 89. I forgot they become really good in franchise. The 49ers have a 90. The Falcons have an 88. So we're like, the Chiefs have a 90. We're like around top 5. More like the 5 to 10 range. But we should develop a lot this year. We're probably a lot younger than all these teams. Just because we just lost all of our old players. Did I say the Texans have Bryce Young? What did I just see there? Nah, hold on. No, that was the Seahawks. Interesting. But let's get to the midseason point of year number 5, and hopefully we're not doing as bad as I think we will. We'll see. Okay, well, we are just apparently not going to be bad in the regular season in this rebuild. I mean, we don't deserve to be. I just thought we were going to be. We're 5-2. We're doing well. Our team as a whole is honestly doing better than last year. We have the best offense in the league for yards, apparently. I don't know. Is the offensive rank yards, or what does it go off of? I think it is. Let me see. Is it yards? Yeah, it is yards. Okay. And then we also have one of the best defenses, like a top 5-ish defense, number 6 for yards, number 2 for points per game allowed though. So we are doing well. We have some re-signings. Will we have more money this year? Okay, like I said, yeah. All of our contracts were due in the same year, which sucks because that means we lost a lot of players last year, but I guess it doesn't really matter because we were able to replace them pretty well. But Caleb Williams, we're gonna re-sign. This is like considerably cheaper than the 5th-year option was for some reason. What does the 5th-year option go off of? Does that involve Pro Bowls like the franchise tag does for some reason? Which Pro Bowls is a stupid fucking thing to go off of. It should be like, even all pros are kind of weird sometimes, but they're definitely better than like a fan voted thing deciding players' contracts. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, we'll re-sign Caleb Williams, 6 years, 322 mil. I'm glad to have that 5th-year option off our books after this year. Dallas Turner's low-key become pretty good. Become, I don't know. Except for this year, so we will not be re-signing him. He's back to his, you know, like 2 sacks in a season era. I don't know. Phillip Hutchins, 3 years, 65 mil. He re-signs. Cole McKnight is really cheap. We'll go 3 years, 17 mil. He's pretty much our number 1 receiver this year, though. I made him our slot guy, so we'll see what kind of production he gets. Danny Anthony, we'll go 3 years, 30.3 mil. He takes it. Nick Chubb is 32, but he's still really good, so 2 years, 22 mil, and he doesn't take it. Oh, he wasn't interested. I don't know why I just did neutral. Whatever, that's fine. Justin Madubuike will go 2 years, 46 mil. We're gonna be broke again, aren't we? Junior Meanders, our third corner. Tevin Jenkins isn't interested. Montez Sweat has been awful as of late. He's probably doing well this year. Watch. Okay, no, he only has 2 sacks. Never mind. We'll just get a new pass rush duo. The one we've had has been absolutely terrible. I think we'll wait on everybody else here, though. But let's get to the end of the year, and we will see what kind of record we finish with. Hopefully, it's pretty good. Okay, well, we once again made the playoffs, going 10-7. That's huge. We choked a little bit. We were 5-2. We finished, what, 5-5? Not great, but I guess not a negative record. And holy shit. Okay, this was Caleb Williams' best season by far. This might be one of the craziest seasons I've ever seen. 4,300 yards, 44 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. What? Also a 74% completion percentage. If he doesn't win MVP, then I don't even know. I bet like Dak Prescott did better than him or something. Probably. But Nick Chubb is definitely slowing down for yards per attempt, as you would expect for a 32-year-old running back coming off of a big injury in real life. I mean, he doesn't have that injury here, but still. He was still good. 1,200 yards, 4.3 per carry. Still good. 6 touchdowns. We'll take it. And Cole McKnight. Okay, we definitely got him the production I wanted. 1,500 yards and 14 touchdowns. I didn't think he would be that good. I thought he would have one of those, I guess, Xavier Worthy type seasons, like 1,200 yards, 7 to 12 touchdowns-ish. But no, he was a monster. 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns for DJ Moore. Barrington was decent. I was also thinking about getting Barrington a ton of production, but I just thought I would do it for McKnight because he has Superstar. Probably will have X Factor now. At least he deserves to. Derek Wade was all right as a rookie. Did about what Cole Kmet was doing. The blocking. This might be the best blocking I've ever seen. This is only 16 sacks allowed. That's less than 1 per game. That's crazy. Or no, that's 15. Is it? Am I terrible at math? 5, 9, 12, 15, 16? No, that's 16. It says 15 sacks. Did it count 2 players for the same sack allowed? Maybe. I don't I don't know. But Oscar McClendon, 123 tackles, led the team. I was thinking he was a rookie for some reason. I guess this is his first year playing. That's probably why, but really good first season. TFL's 17 for Sweat, 13 for O'Sullivan, 12 for Madubuike, and sacks. Thank God we have these interior guys because they were really the only ones to get sacks. 12.5 for Madubuike, 9.5 for Owen O'Sullivan, who is in a contract year, and I haven't re-signed yet. He might go up to star dev, we'll see. But Dallas Turner, only 7 sacks, and only 5 for Montez Sweat. Why? I mean, I know his overall's regressing, but as I've said a million times before, overall just doesn't matter. He's been getting progressively worse every year. And through this area right here, he was developing in terms of overall, so I don't know. Skill issue, my fault, I guess, I don't know. McClendon with 3 picks led the team, though, 2 for Newsome, and then 1 for a few players. But moment of truth. Do we get screwed out of MVP? That would just be poetic if we get number 2 and we get cucked. Let's see. Okay, no. Caleb Williams wins MVP. That's huge. Honestly, I think that's the first MVP I've won in a rebuild in a long time. I mean, I don't think it's been that long, but I couldn't really tell you what the last one was. But CeeDee Lamb wins Offensive Player of the Year. Cole McKnight at number 4. Caleb Williams at 5. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. Justin Madubuike at 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Morgan Kennedy for the Giants. Derek Wade at number 5. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Will Holmes for the Saints. What did, he wasn't even up here. What did what's his last name? Jose Dawson. Wasn't very good. He had, I mean, stats don't really tell the whole story at all, but only 60 tackles, 4 pass deflections, and that's it. No picks, no TFLs, no sacks, and no bitches. I don't know. That's tough. Did he play the most snaps on the team? No, but 3rd most. That's tough. Let's see what his dev trait is, though. Let's check out our dev traits before we get into the playoffs here. Wade has Superstar and Griffith. Okay, we crushed that draft. I honestly didn't think Wade would have Superstar. I don't know why, because a lot of the blocking tight ends do, but I just thought he would have star dev, but no, he does have Superstar. Griffith was a little more predictable. A lot of really good centers do have Superstar, and Dawson also has Superstar. And I think that was it for our hidden devs. I mean, we had the linebacker I moved to safety, but it doesn't really matter if he has a good dev trait. I mean, I guess I thought McKnight having Superstar wouldn't matter, and it definitely does now, so I don't know. You never know. But hopefully Jose Dawson can play play better next year. We'll see. But for this playoff game against the 49ers, we have the advantage here because we have a playoff blizzard. I think we all remember what happened when the 49ers played the Bears in that one monsoon game. I guess this probably won't be quite the same scenario. I'm going to assume it's not as much snow as there was rain in that game, but the Bears definitely have the advantage here. We also have an upgrade for O'Sullivan. Hopefully he gets star dev. I'll definitely re-sign him if he does, because he's been really good. But let's simulate this game against the 49ers, and we will see what happens. Oh, we kind of smoke them. 33-14. Could we go on another little run here? We'll see. But we have a recap for the playoff blizzard, or is that what it's even called? I don't know, something blizzard. I think it was playoff blizzard. I don't know. I already forgot. But what do we even get? I don't remember. 2,500 XP, we'll take that. 5 staff points, huge. But we are going to be taking on the only 84 overall Green Bay Packers in the divisional. They have a good defense. They have an 88 overall defense, but they only have an 81 overall offense. That's not great. But we have a playoff rival scenario here. We deserve to win this game, but I'm not 100% sure if we will. We'll go chess match, I guess. But let's simulate this game, and let's see if we can move on to the conference championship. Okay, we do, but barely. We win 31-28. We get an upgrade for DeAndre Griffith. We'll take that. And we have a recap for the playoff rivals. These loading screens take so long. We get +5 hit power and even more staff points. We're going to be like maxed out or something. The Eagles only went 9-8 though. They aren't looking too good. I mean, I kind of don't have a good feeling about this game for some reason. They did have the best offense in the league, at least in terms of yards, but their scoring wasn't nearly as good. They were only 14th for points per game. So let's just simulate this game out and let's see if we can move on to back-to-back Super Bowls. And we do. We win 31-14 against the Eagles. Ooh, and we actually have some upgrades, of course, for MVP and I guess just for getting a lot of yards. And I do see the little X Factor symbol up there for Cole McKnight. I was going to reveal it. I mean, I figured we would get it. I was going to reveal all the dev traits at once we looked at the team, but Cole McKnight does get X Factor. I was hoping he would get more upgrade points, but oh well, I guess he'll just naturally develop from having X Factor. But speaking of dev traits, let's see if we got any others. Okay, I don't see any on offense, unfortunately. Was that the only dev up we got? I think it was. All right, well, I guess it's still better than nothing, but I'm kind of surprised Justin Madubuike didn't get one, or I'm really surprised Owen O'Sullivan didn't get one. He's also, I love how he's been one of our best pass rushers, like much better than Dallas Turner and Montez Sweat, but he has 70 power moves and 62 finesse moves. This game sucks so bad. While Dallas Turner has been getting like 5 sacks a season with 92 finesse moves and 75 power moves. Great. Anyways, I guess I can't complain too much because we're in back-to-back Super Bowls, but we have a Super Bowl media day. You already have one ring. I rarely see this scenario. I don't know. It would probably help. We'll go significantly. I don't know. 10 staff points will take it. But let's jump in against the Broncos, and let's see if we can win our second Super Bowl of the rebuild. But here we go in the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Oh yeah, they have Jaden Daniels. Okay, this is another interesting Super Bowl here. But let's simulate this one out, and we will see if we can go back-to-back. The Broncos score early, unfortunately. Okay, I don't think we're going to win this one. We do get a touchdown to make it 14-7, but they get another touchdown. Are we going to get smoked in another Super Bowl? They're up 28-7, despite us having the better team. They're up 35-14. Okay, great, cool. I mean, I would be fine with a loss because it's, you know, a close overall. I mean, we're better, but they're at least close. I don't think we deserve to get smoked, though. That's kind of crazy. Whatever, let's get into year 6. But let's see who we have left to re-sign. Dallas Turner, I'm good. Nick Chubb, I definitely want back. We'll offer him 2 years, 21 mil. This is even cheaper than it was at the midseason, but now it's player friendly, I guess, and he takes it. Okay, cool. Junior Meander, I mean, we just can't really afford to bring a lot of these guys back. I definitely want Tevin Jenkins back, but we can't really afford him. I do want Owen O'Sullivan. He's been really good. We'll offer him 3 years, 31 mil. He takes it. And I guess that's it. That's all we're going to worry about. So I guess that's all we really can worry about. We only have 8.7 mil. But let's get into free agency. I'll see if we can restructure some deals, and we should be able to sign players this year, but we'll see how much I want to, because I think the cap could be bad again next year. We'll see. Okay, well, we were able to free up 42 mil. And there are some good players this year. This is a great year to need a quarterback. There's Jalen Hurts at a 99 overall. There's Josh Allen at a 99 overall. Antoine Griffin at a 91. Jared Goff, Bo Nix, Deshaun Watson. Like, this is a great QB class. We definitely don't need one, but if we did, that would be a great group. This receiver's interesting. We definitely don't need receiver, but TJ Griggs, he hasn't gotten much production. I guess we wouldn't really use him, but he is good. I don't know. We need a tackle. I don't necessarily know who I want at tackle. Brian O'Neill could work, but I want someone younger there than 33. Should I go with the player I always get in Zach Tom? We could just draft someone there, though. That's the thing. I don't know, though. I think we're going to draft a pass rusher this year, or two. So I think I might go for Zach Tom. Ooh, Jeremiah Trotter's here. This Cole Wilkins guy with X Factor. I might do that. He is interested a little bit. We're not really paying any linebackers right now, so why not? Sure. Ooh, Joey Bosa. How does he do in this game? I never really get him in franchise. He's been good. Now for us, we have to like imagine that these are all cut in half. So for us, this would probably be like 5.5 or 6 sacks, like 7.5 sacks, 4.5. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. I think we'll just draft somebody. Do we even really need this linebacker though? Like, we're pretty good at linebacker, despite losing all of them last year, or whenever that was at this point. I mean, I want to do something, so we are going to get Zach Tom and that linebacker. It might screw us over in the future, but it'll make us good right now. So, Cole Wilkins and Zach Tom, do they want to sign? And they both do. Okay, those are two huge additions. Plus, I guess we're stealing from a division rival with Zach Tom. I don't know if he was still on the Packers here. He was. Okay, we're stealing. Let's go. But let's get to the draft and let's fill out the rest of the needs on this team, which isn't really many at this point. But here in the draft, we pick at 31. The Vikings have the number 1 pick this year. Who is the Vikings QB? Wait, the Broncos, that was Jaden Daniels we were looking at, right? For the Broncos? Yeah. I thought the Vikings got Jaden Daniels for some reason. No, he's always been on the Broncos. Maybe it was in a recent rebuild he was on the Vikings. I don't know. I feel like the quarterbacks never go to like normal teams. Like it's never like Caleb Williams on the Bears, which I guess we made happen here, and then like, I don't know, Drake May on the Commanders and Jaden Daniels on like either the Patriots or the Giants or something like that. It's always Drake May on the goddamn Seahawks or something, Caleb Williams on the Vikings, and Jaden Daniels on like the Titans or some stupid shit. I don't know. But let's get to our next pick, or I guess our first pick. There are still a lot of QBs left. I feel like there are too many QBs in draft classes. I think I might not do strong quarterback classes anymore. I think I might just leave those at normal. I don't know. We'll see. Because there just become way too many good quarterbacks. This center looks really good. I mean, we definitely don't need him. He's not super strong. But let's see. I wanted a pass rusher, but none of them look all that good. Ashton Cosby looks decent, but not like anything crazy. It would just be like a solid pick. We might as well do it. I mean, Sammy Wood looks bad. Yeah, sure. We'll go with Ashton Cosby out of UCF. He has really bad block shed. This is going to be a bad pick. He's going to have normal dev. I mean, we might as well just draft for need at this point. We've gotten enough good players. Unless there's like a really crazy corner. Let me check that. There's some really good corners, actually. Maybe we should do this. I like Darrell Irwin. What's Nicholas Blade's speed? It's pretty good. I think Irwin looks better, though. All right. I mean, Irwin's also going to have normal dev. Oh, my God. If Bo Rankin was real, if height mattered in simulation, he's 6'4". I would definitely go with this guy, but it doesn't matter, so we'll go with Darrell Irwin. We can find a different pass rusher later. That's fine. We'll take the better-looking player here. Is going to have normal dev, too, which that's fine. I mean, I wish it wasn't, but it probably will be, so let's take him. Just kidding, he has hidden. All I need to do is say they're going to have normal. That's all I need to do. He looks good. We'll take it. And now let's figure out defensive end. This is going to be the only other pick I show in this draft, but let's see who we want to take. Oh, Ashton Cosby's still available. Okay, perfect. That worked out fine. And he also has hidden. Okay, well, this draft just went way better than I thought it would. He's only going to be like a 74 or 5, but that's good value for the end of the second. I mean, he's a first to second round guy. We're at the end of the second, so good value. Okay, another pretty good draft. I mean, not not nearly as good as last year's, but Irwin is a 79. We'll take it. He'll be our third corner. We also have Carlos Hyde, who I moved to nickel corner, but I guess we got a better player there, so that works. I'm a little worried about our pass rush, but I guess our pass rush hasn't been good anyways. Our interior pass rush has, our defensive tackles, but I guess it would be hard for us to downgrade in terms of production if we haven't had any production. So we'll see how Cosby does. He is a 75 overall. Hidden dev looks good. 89 strength, 79 speed is really, really good. I made these two picks too. I was hoping Mallard would have a dev trait. He didn't though. He's also only a 71, but whatever. I was mostly just a I don't know what to do pick. Same with JJ Saunders. I don't even think I was paying attention when I took JJ Saunders, but I did take him. He's not terrible. That's probably decent value for the 4th round. I don't know. And then I simulated the rest out. I don't know what these were. Eli Moore could actually be decent at defensive tackle. Well, maybe. Maybe like a 67 or 8. 69. Nice. Let's go. All right, who cares? Let's get into year 6. Is it year 6? I think it's year 6. I feel like I've been doing this for 20 seasons. I don't know why. This game wears on me. I always end up regretting it when I do 10-year rebuilds. Oh yeah, and wait, question of the day. I almost forgot. I always almost forget to do question of the day, but what's a good one? Let me see. Ooh, who's an upcoming free agent that you want your team to sign? I mean, free agency's like what, a week and a half away? I'm pretty sure. Let me know that down in the comments. Who is a player you want your team to sign? As a Seahawks fan, I don't know. Some interior offensive lineman, almost any interior offensive lineman I would be cool with, as long as they're good. And then that's it. I don't really care what else happens, as long as they get an offensive lineman. But yeah, let me know what you want your team to do in free agency down below, or one player. You can answer all the players, I don't know. But here's a look at the team heading into year 6. We're still really good. We're actually a 90 overall heading into the season. So this might be the best team we've had yet. Assuming it develops as well as it should, I guess we could underperform this year and maybe it won't develop and we'll have negative morale, I don't know. But we don't deserve for that to happen. I am kind of surprised this is the best roster we've had. I mean, it feels good, but it definitely feels unfinished, like the defensive end group, and I guess that's about it. Everything else is pretty good, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, just hopefully this team actually does as well as it should. We're due for another down year because EA, but hopefully it just doesn't happen. That's, I guess, what you always hope for, that you don't underperform. Unfortunately, I think Darrell Irwin only has a star dev, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. Either way, that's better than normal though. But let's get to the midseason point, and hopefully we aren't disappointing this year. We'll see. We very well could be though. All right, well, apparently that feeling was correct because we are only 3-4. Our defense is bad again. God. It shouldn't be, but it is. I mean, it's an 89 overall defense, and really, we got worse in terms of overall, but the players we lost on defense were playing like shit, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get better in the second half of the year. We only have 8 sacks on the season. I think it is just a playbook issue. Would it be stupid to change it? I mean, we've had a good defense for the last few years, but just the way our defense has been good has been weird. I don't know. Also, Cosby, okay, that's not what I expected. Cosby only has star, and actually, Irwin does have superstar, so, I mean, I was wrong, but I'm happy I was wrong. I feel like I've felt that same way about 20 times in this rebuild. Should we change our defensive playbook? I don't know, we've won a Super Bowl, but we've also lost a couple Super Bowls with this defense getting smoked. I guess our defense getting smoked has been more of a product of our offense underperforming in the Super Bowl, though. I don't know. Should we try the Bills defense? That's probably my favorite 4-3 defense. I know a lot of people like the Cowboys one. That's probably the one I got recommended the most when I said, hey, what's a good defense? But I don't like it. Is it a little bit of an overreaction to switch the defense? You know what? Here's the thing. We'll stick with it for the rest of the season. If it's bad by the end of the year, we'll change it. If it's not, then we'll stick with it. So we'll stay as the Bears for now. I'm guessing, here's what's probably going to happen. We're probably going to finish like 8-9, 9-8. Our offense is going to regress a little bit, and our defense is going to get a little better. That's my guess. We'll probably finish with like the 10th offense and like the 16th or 18th defense. We'll see. But we have some re-signings. Anyone important? We have 8.4 mil, so I hope not. Okay, we have Greg Newsome, Zach Barrington. Okay, we do have a few players. Carlos Warwick, but I don't know if Carlos Warwick is great. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention we signed Travis Etienne. He was just chilling as a free agent, so I was like, why not? Jaquan Brisker is also here. Yeah, our cap situation is still tough. We might be able to free up money at the end of the year, but we're not really going to be able to bring anyone back here. Greg Newsome is surprisingly cheap for a 90 overall. He's probably not ranked that high. Well, he's number 15. A top 15 corner is only worth under 14 mil, like 6 years in the future. That's crazy. But anyways, let's get to the end of this season. We'll see if our defense gets better. Hopefully our offense stays the same and our defense improves. We'll see, but yeah, we'll hope for the best this season. Okay, I know this game too well. We finished 9-8. We don't make the playoffs. I thought we could make the playoffs at 9-8 if we did go 9-8, but it looks like we just missed them to probably a lot of teams that are a much worse overall than us. So our highest overall team is the first one in a while that doesn't make the playoffs. Thanks, EA. Love this game. Our defense did get better. It got better than I expected. And our offense didn't regress as much as I expected. We finished with, well, I guess that's points per game. I was predicting yards. Let me see. For yards, we ended up 5th. We were still really good, but for defensive yards, 13th. This team didn't make the playoffs. That's like a overall like the 9th ranking for yards. Like if you average, 5 and 13, that's like 8 or 9. I mean, we realistically should have been first for both because we probably have the best roster in the league, but whatever. Caleb Williams, 4,200 yards exactly, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks, really good completion percentage. Good year. It's just, I guess, less production for some reason, less touchdown passes. I don't know. Nick Chubb is, slowly getting worse, but 18 touchdowns. That's really nice. DJ Moore was our leading receiver this year. I just made him the slot guy, and he had 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns. He was like our only receiver to get production, though. Ooh, Lonnie Hill at left tackle was pretty bad. I was surprised he did well last year, but this year he did not surprise me. I guess he kind of surprised me in the sense that he did that much worse than last year, but it is what it is. Cole Wilkins, 132 tackles led the team. Tackles for loss, 16 for Madubuike, 15 for Warwick, 14 for O'Sullivan, and sacks. There's our problem. 6.5 for Madubuike, 5 for Cosby, 4.5 for O'Sullivan. So what are we thinking with this defense? We had 2 picks for McClendon, 2 for Wilkins, and then 1 for a few players. The thing is, it's been good, but I really don't like the lack of sack production. Do we try the Bills defense? That one usually does get sacks. I mean, we did get better on defense, but it still wasn't nearly as good as it should have been. I mean, we have a 91 overall defense. All right, we're gonna go Bills if I can find it. There we go. All right, we'll see what that does. If it's bad, I might go back, but it definitely wasn't great this year. So, of course, our highest overall team yet misses the playoffs. Let's get into the offseason, and we'll see what we want to do, because it isn't looking great now. We're gonna be losing good players, but maybe that's a good thing. But in the Super Bowl, the Cowboys destroy the Broncos 24-3. We've had some boring-ass Super Bowls lately, a lot of blowouts. But for re-signings, the 5th year is kind of expensive for McClendon. I don't think I'm going to pick that up. Maybe that's crazy, but I think we'll just extend him once we can. And then let me see if I can restructure any deals, because I want to get these players back, or at least a couple of them, but we can't. Okay, well, we were once again able to free up a decent amount of money. The question is, who do I want back? I guess Greg Newsome will go 2 years, 27 mil, and he takes it, and then I think that's all we're going to be able to do. So we're going to let Warwick go because he was awful. Shocker. And then I think we're also letting everyone else go. How is Jaquan Brisker done? He's been all right. Actually, this last year he was pretty good. 8 pass deflections. That's not bad. He's so old though. He's 31 and he's not interested. We'll let him go. Let's see who's available in free agency. I don't think we're going to be able to sign anyone, but I guess we'll check. We might as well. Oh yeah, and let me restructure Greg Newsome. That should free up a little bit more money. Just kidding, I can't. I thought I signed him to a 2-year. I'm surprised I can't. Did I not sign him to a 2-year? No, I definitely did. Oh well. Okay, Patrick Mahomes is a free agent. So is Jalen Hurts. This is getting goofy out here. There's a really good center too, and he's only asking 15 mil per year. I mean, we don't really need him, but if I could do that, I would definitely think about it. We need a safety, or should we just draft a safety? I don't know. We also need to draft a pass rusher, so unless we can sign a good one, is there a good one we can afford? We could afford Juan Craig. Does he actually play well, though? Well, he does actually play well, but he would be more of a defensive tackle for us. He's 6'6", 294. He's kind of more of I guess he'd be a 3-4 or a 4-3 defensive tackle, but at 6'6", 294, that's more like a 3-4 D end. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Joey Bosa's here again. I don't know. Should we just sign like Budda Baker and then either draft someone or sign someone next year? I think that's what we might do. He'll be our, I guess, Band-Aid option, just so we have somebody there. So yeah, he's gonna be our one free agent. Let's see if we can sign him, and we do. Oh yeah, and also, let me see if we got any DevOps on offense. I know of at least one on defense. Okay, don't think we got any on offense, but Irwin went up to X Factor for some reason. I mean, why did he get that? He just kind of got it. Also, I'm realizing I forgot to check yearly awards. I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't think we would have won anything. Why did he get X Factor? He had a lot of TFLs for some reason. I guess maybe that's it, but I don't know. We'll take it. I won't complain, but I feel like we've had much better seasons from players where they don't get a dev trait. But here in the draft, we pick at number 18. You know, that's like probably the worst pick we could have gotten for missing the playoffs. I think we were legitimately the first team out of the playoffs. That's tough. But there are some really good-looking defensive ends this year, thankfully. One of them is gone. I never saw what his actual talent was fully scouted, but he was probably good. I think the one I want is Aaron McDowell. I mean, yeah, he's the only straight-up first-round talent. There also is Alfonso Bush. How old is he? He's also 23. Okay. If he was like 21, I probably would have taken him. We could honestly take him in the second round, though. We'll see. Ooh, Jamie Sherman in the second round. Looks pretty good. Yeah, he looks good. Not as good as I expected, but the A-man is pretty cool. All right, let's go with Aaron McDowell. Definitely probably has normal dev, but I guess I've been saying that, and whenever I say that, they don't have normal dev, so maybe he doesn't? He doesn't. Okay. Hidden dev, 85 speed, 85 strength, 85 jumping. Cool, we'll take it. That isn't like a crazy steal or anything, but we know for sure it's at least good value. Damn, unfortunately, the other guy's gone, and we do need another receiver. I like Weathers for sure. He might be better. He also has elite acceleration. He might be better. But I like Deontay Burton because he has a medium route, and y'all know how I feel about medium route. The only thing is he only has solid speed. Like, his combine was worse at like everything than Weathers. But is the medium route worth it? I don't know. It could be. It could be. A could be anything. A could be like a 99 for all we know. I mean, it's not, but it could be. That's why, again, I wish there were A pluses. I really do. I don't know why the hell there isn't or aren't A pluses, but we'll take a chance. The other guy might be better. I don't know. I think either way, we're getting a good receiver. Let's take him. He does have hidden 90 speed, 94 change of direction, 90 excel. Did it say he had elite change of direction? I think it was great. I think the other guy had elite. What's the other guy's change of direction? I don't know. But again, last pick I'm going to show, I still want another safety, but none of them look that good. Damon Johnson Damon Johnson, I don't know. He looks good, but he's really slow. So I don't know. Should we go with another corner? We might. Ooh, Jerry Lindley out of UCLA. I wish he had a little better man and press, but B-zone and 4.35 speed and elite strength. He doesn't have very good play rec, though. I don't know. I think he's good. I don't know if he's great, though. I think Roundtree might be better. Maybe not, though. The only thing he's better at is man coverage. And I guess press? Oh, wait. Jalen Fulton might be really good, actually. Great speed, elite jumping, good ratings. Does it really matter? This is just for depth anyways. Jalen Fulton, welcome to the team. Hidden dev. Cool. He was kind of the mix of, like, both of those corners. Not as good at certain things, but kind of in between, I guess. But let's get to the end of the draft, and we will see how we did. But we had a pretty good draft. Nothing insane, but Aaron McDowell's actually better than I expect. I guess I don't know what I expected because he said he was a first-round talent. I guess I was thinking more like 77, but he's a 79 overall. 84 finesse moves, 74 power moves. He looks really good. Can't wait for him to get 1.5 sacks this year. It's going to be great. Deontay Burton isn't nearly as good as I expected, though. The other receiver was probably better. I guess now I'm weighing too heavily into medium route running. It was an A and it's only an 80. I mean, that's good, but deep route is terrible and his catching and catching traffic aren't that good. But Jalen Fulton is really good. He's a 77 overall, of course, hidden dev. He doesn't really have a role necessarily, but he's really good depth. And then the CPU actually kind of cooked. 74 overall, 72, that's pretty good. These two weren't great, but it doesn't really matter. Good draft. I want to see what that other receiver's overall was. Ooh, there was a really good receiver, like 3 picks before us. I don't even know if I would have looked at receiver then if he was available, just because we had bigger needs. Oh, the Cardinals picked a 62 overall QB in the very early second round. That's tough. Okay, was it Weathers? I think it was Weathers. He was better. You hate to see it. Okay, well, I definitely should have taken him. Oh well, it's a 2 overall difference. Who cares? Let's get into year 7. We're coming down to the end of this thing. We have 1 Super Bowl win, but we definitely deserve more. We'll see if we can get any more. But here we are heading into year 7. I mean, we're an 88 overall team, not as good as last year, so we'll probably do better than last year. Now, I don't know. We'll see. We're definitely starting to regress. The defense is still really good looking, though. I mean, it's pretty much the same as last year, just with McDowell instead of whatever the hell his name was. I don't know. We've added so many different players that I can't even remember Madden-generated players' names normally. I especially can't when we've gone through this many. But hopefully Aaron McDowell can do well. We'll see. He probably won't, but hopefully. But yeah, this is still a really good team. It's just, will it play well is the question. So enough yapping. Let's get to the midseason point and let's see how this team does. Okay, maybe we should go back to the Bears defense. We're 2-5 with probably one of the best rosters in the league. I love this game. Let me see. I mean, there are a lot of 88s, to be honest, so I guess we're not like that crazy good anymore, but we're still like top 10-ish. We definitely shouldn't be 2-5. I guess we'll just play out the season to see if this is just an EA moment. Well, I mean, it is either way, but as for our defense, we'll see if it gets better. I don't know, though. It's not great. Let's check out re-signings, though. Anyone important? Okay, yeah, Oscar McClendon, Jalen Johnson, Lonnie Hill, DJ Moore. That's tough. Justin Matabuike, too. Zach Tom, Nick oh my god. Okay, we're screwed. I don't know what we're gonna do. Honestly, we can't bring Oscar McClendon back. If he was interested, then yes, but we can't pay very player-friendly to him. We'll get Jalen Johnson back, 2 years, 48 mil. He takes it. Lonnie Hill, same deal. I mean, how's he doing this year? That's the question. Not bad so far. It's probably gonna get worse in the second half of the year, but he's also not interested. We just can't pay players that don't have any interest right now. DJ Moore will pay at the end of the year once he regresses a little bit. He'll be a little cheaper. Same with Justin Matabuike. Zach Tom will resign, and then Nick Chubb might retire. We'll see. This is tough, though. I mean, I guess this always kind of happens in 10-year rebuilds. We become really good, and then we kind of start to fall off once we have to pay players. But yeah, we're again going to have a lot of work to do in free agency, and we're not going to have much money. So let's just get to the end of the year. We'll see how our team finishes. We'll probably go back to the Bears defensive playbook, even though it's been underperforming. Big shocker. We'll just have to see what happens. Okay, well, we somehow made the playoffs going 9-8. That's crazy. We have a 91 overall team now, too. Like, this should not be a borderline playoff team. I don't know. We still had a bad defense, so I'm gonna change it right now back to the Bears. But hey, I mean, we did well. We did, well, not well, but we at least made the playoffs. I always hit my mic. I'm still not used to having like a mic arm. I'm sorry. That probably didn't sound great. Okay. McDowell has X Factor. That was a great pick. 83 overall. I mean, he didn't really develop much for having X Factor, so he probably didn't do very well, but that was definitely a great pick, on paper at least. Again, he probably didn't do much. Also, Fulton has Superstar. We've been doing really well as of late with the dev traits. I mean, that's entirely luck. We've been drafting good overall players, but also Burton has Superstar, so that might have been a better pick than whatever the hell the other guy's name was. I can't remember. He might have also had Superstar, maybe even X Factor. I don't know, but we got a Superstar, so who cares? But let's see what went right, what went wrong. Our offense wasn't the problem. Caleb Williams is so good in my draft classes. I guess I don't know if I can call him my draft classes because I just stole someone else's and edited them, but 4,100 yards, 40 touchdowns, 3 picks. He is like easily on pace to become like the GOAT, genuinely. He has almost 30,000 yards, 235 touchdowns, 42 picks, and a 71% completion percentage for his career. That's insane. 8.1 yards per attempt, 112.7 career passer rating. That's absurd. He is so good in this game, and it doesn't really matter what team he goes to. He's good on pretty much every team. But Nick Chubb, really good season for being, what, 34, almost 35? Almost 1,250 yards, 4.4 per carry, 12 touchdowns. Also 10 touchdowns for Thorpe, who I think we're going to be losing, but it's not like he was good. He was just kind of a touchdown vulture. But almost 1,500 yards for DJ Moore, 17 touchdowns. That's probably his best year so far. Or no, never mind. He had 1,500 yards, 16 touchdowns last year. He's been really good. McKnight, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. This is the first year in a while where we've had 2,000-yard receivers. Burton was okay as a rookie. The blocking was pretty good. Wilkins with 154 tackles led the team. Tackles for loss, 23 for Matabuike, 15 for O'Sullivan, and still not many sacks. The Bills' defense didn't really do much for that. I mean, McDowell was okay. 7 sacks is fine. 12 TFLs is good, but are we for real? 2 sacks for Ashton Cosby? I mean, it's not like he's great, but he's starting caliber. He's number 22 at left end. Like, that's starting caliber. You don't get 2 sacks with 88 goddamn power moves. Like, that's just fucking stupid. It really is. That's so dumb. But Jalen Johnson, Offseason, led the team with 4 picks, 2 for Darrell Irwin, and then 1 for a few players. So yeah, I'm glad we switched back. I mean, it was pretty much the same production, just worse yards allowed. But Josh Allen wins MVP on the Rams. That's something. Caleb Williams at number 5. Hey, what kind of season did Josh Allen have if Caleb Williams was at number 5? I don't know if I want to know. Patrick Mahomes got signed by the Buccaneers. That's crazy. But Offensive Player of the Year goes to Puka Nacua. I don't know if we've seen him win one yet. That's kind of crazy. DJ Moore at number 3. Caleb Williams at 6. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. How many does he have at this point? He's really good in real life, obviously, but he is maybe pound for pound like the best player in this game, except when I use him, but I don't know. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Calvin Barrett for the Rams. Deontay Burton at number 2. Of course, we get cucked. I mean, he didn't necessarily deserve it. He wasn't that good, but still. And Aaron McDowell does win Defensive Rookie of the Year. We'll take that. I mean, it doesn't matter. He already has X Factor, but that'll get him grade points. I don't think we're going to win this game, though. We deserve to. We're a 91 to their 88, but I don't think it's going to happen. We have a weak link scenario, probably our pass rush. Oh, just our defense as a whole. I mean, what have we been good at? What can we bank on happening? I mean, we need to create pressure, but that's not going to happen. I guess we were good at slowing down the run with the Bears defensive playbook. I mean, it kind of switched. Like some seasons we were good against the pass and bad against the run. Some it was the other way around. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. And we do somehow win. We win 21 to 17. That's crazy. Lonnie Hill gets an upgrade. I mean, that's important for this season. I definitely think we'll be drafting a new left tackle, though, because I don't think we can afford to bring him back. Our defense didn't really do well, apparently, but we won at least. And we have a hot opponent scenario for the 49ers here. We will go be confident. Y'all know me. But let's simulate this game against the 49ers, and let's see what happens. Okay, well, we get 47 points put up on our 91 overall defense. That's crazy. That's something. Is it the best overall defense in the league? It's tied for it looks like. The Patriots... Oh, no, I'm looking at offense. Never mind. The Saints have a 92. The Panthers have a 93. Okay, so it's not the best, but it's up there. Definitely. Top 3. Tied for top 3. But 47 points get put up on it, so that's an EA moment right there. I feel bad complaining for a whole rebuild, but welcome to the channel if you're new here. That's kind of what I do. Oh, that's a Super Bowl. That's a weird score. The Seahawks win 38 to 22 against the Chargers. Scoregami, maybe? I feel like 90% of the games in Madden are scoregami. Like, this game creates some weird scores. No, there have been 3 games that were 38 to 22. The most recent was the Rams versus the Texans on Halloween in 2021. That's interesting. It's kind of crazy. You can just search, like, has there been a game 38 to 22? And, you know, something comes up that seems oddly specific. But we get 2 upgrade points for Aaron McDowell for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Can't wait for him to get 2 sacks next year, but he's a good overall. Now up to an 85. But let's see who we have to re-sign heading into year 8. Like I said, we're not going to be able to bring back Oscar McClendon. We'll pick up the 5th. It's only an $8 million 5th-year option. Why? But we'll pick that up for Griffith. Lonnie Hill, I'm good. We can't really bring him back. Do I really want anyone back here? Matabuike I want back. He's been probably our best pass rusher. We'll go 2 years, 32 mil, and he takes it. And then I think he's the only one we're going to be able to bring back. Nick Chubb didn't retire, so I think I'll restructure some deals. We'll bring Chubb back, and then I think that'll be it. So we're still definitely super tight for cap space. Pause. But we were able to free up a little bit of money, not too terribly much, but a little bit. We'll re-sign Nick Chubb. Actually, should I see if there's a younger running back option? I don't know. I don't care. Nick Chubb's been good. 2 years, 11 mil. Just kidding, he doesn't re-sign. Okay, well, we will look if there's a better running back option. So let's get into free agency and let's see what's happening. Free agent classes just become so strong towards the end of this because teams just don't know how to get out of the salary cap and bring back their players. Like, teams don't realize you don't have to pay 75 overall players like 50 mil per year like Derek Carr was getting in that one rebuild. And he wasn't even their starter. Like, they were paying a backup QB 50 mil per year. More than 50, but it would have saved them 50 to cut him. Like, that's just insane. The fact that that isn't a thing in this game is telling. Like, basic salary cap logic. I don't know. We definitely can upgrade at running back, though. Jonathan Taylor, that would be kind of fun. I mean, Jonathan Taylor might be the best player on the offensive side of the ball in this game. Like, he's insane. And we do pretty easily get the lead for him. All right, we'll go for him. And then we don't have the most cap in the world left over, but let's see, is there anything we can do with it? We could get Justin Fields back. I mean, that would be a fun backup option, I guess. It would be disrespectful, but it would be funny. Alex Highsmith, you know what? We're always in need of more pass pass rush. So, God, every time I get him, he's so bad for me, though. Like, oh, even for the Steelers, 3 sacks? I'm okay. I'm good. Let's see, what kind of player is Martin Edwards? Well, I guess we can't afford him anyways. He is a pass rusher, but we can't afford him. We can't really afford to go for anyone else that I want too bad, so we'll just go for Jonathan Taylor, and he does sign. That's huge. But let's get to one of the last drafts of this rebuild. I think the second to last draft, and we'll see what we can do. But in the draft, that's a really rare sight. The Cowboys were the worst team in the league this year. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that. But we pick at number 25. I think Percy Leonard was the tackle I was looking at. Maybe not. I don't know. That we definitely need a tackle, though. Kevin Alonso looks pretty good. What's his power? Pretty good. He looks all right. He has great strength. I don't know if we need to take him yet, though. Like, there's probably a better guard later. I don't know. Drafting has been tough because it's like we're not getting any day one starters from drafts, but we've just been planning for the future in every draft. So it's not necessarily making us better immediately, but eventually. I mean, there have been exceptions, but they've mostly just been all for the future. There isn't really a crazy good looking O-lineman. Like, all of them have pretty big flaws. Josh Kennedy looks pretty good. He's not like crazy strong though. Oh, okay, we might go with this guy. Again, pretty big flaws. His finesse is pretty terrible, but 46 bench reps at the combine. I think we might do that. Jamario Bolden also looks really good. Monty Stewart also looks really good. Well, I guess his power's bad, but the right guards here. All right, I think we're going with AJ Hicks. Let me go like a quick look through. There was a defensive end I liked, but I don't think we're going to be able to get him. Desmond Lipton. We could trade up again. We'll see. There was also a safety I liked. What's his speed? I never saw his speed. Andrew Stills. Oh, okay. We're going to take him round 2. But let's go with AJ Hicks with our first pick. I don't know who we're going to play at left tackle. Probably not him, but maybe. 98 strength. So close to 99. Why couldn't it just be 99? I mean, that's close to the all-time record. That should be a 99, but 98's close enough. We'll take it. I don't know if he's a crazy overall. I just like the strength. And here, I think either way we're going to go with the safety, but is the defensive end still here? He isn't, so yeah, we're definitely going with the safety. Andrew Stills, out of San Diego State. Hidden dev, 93 speed, 93 excel. I don't want to say it because I'm going to jinx it, but he might be like an 80-something overall. He looks insane. We'll see. But I'll make a few more picks, and let me see. If there's anyone else interesting, I'll show it, but if not, we'll just get to the recap. Quincy Sprinkle. That's a great name. That's fire. Ooh, Harold Rhodes is interesting. So is Antoine Barksdale and Max Bradley. There are a lot of deep threats. Harold Rhodes has a lot of elite traits. Yeah, we don't really need receiver anymore, but we don't really need a lot, so we'll take him. 96 speed, 97 excel, hidden dev. Probably not a crazy overall, but maybe like a 72, maybe higher. He could be a 75. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to the recap. Ooh, okay. Weird overalls, but this was definitely another really good draft. AJ Hicks, I thought he would be like a 76 or 7, but he's a 79. He's really good. Obviously 98 strength, but also 95 impact block. See, that's something that should be like an A+. Also, call me crazy, but I feel like, you know how there's the elite trait thing? I feel like there should be like a generational strength, like a tier above elite. I don't know. Maybe that's a little nitpicky, but I don't know. I like 90, it calls like 91 strength elite sometimes. I feel like there's definitely a difference between 98 and 91 strength. Like, I feel like 98 strength should be called something like generational or something like that. Or like a tier, some tier above elite. I don't know. I feel like I like this new draft style more than the old one, but I feel like the way they did it is just dog shit. Like, combine results don't really matter. It's all about the little breakdown on the side. And I don't know why they got rid of like A+ and that kind of stuff. Like, it could be really good. It's just they did it bad. I don't know. It's interesting. I complain a lot. I'm sorry, but I feel like they're valid complaints. Andrew Stills, I thought would be like an 82 or a 3. He's only an 80, which is still really good. He's definitely one of the best players in the class. He's tied for second. There's a better safety available. Well, not available to us, but in this class, an 81 overall. There were a lot of good running backs. But yeah, Andrew Stills was definitely a big steal. We knew that, though. And then Harold Rhodes was a lot better than I expected. 83 deep route, 84 spec catch, 96 speed, 97 excel, 95 agility. We already saw most of that though. So that was another really, really good pick. I also took Jamar Parrish. He looked all right. He had hidden dev though, which is cool. Good O-line depth. We'll take it. Damn, that's crazy. We're at the point in the rebuild where for left guards, he's ranked number 60. He's almost third string caliber and he's a 71 overall. That's crazy. Everyone's such a high overall at this point. Oh yeah, I also took Michael Sanborn. He did have hidden, but he's only a 70. Whatever. Let's get into year 8. Again, coming down to the end of this thing. Only one Super Bowl win. We've been to 3. We've lost 2. We've got blown out in 2. But let's see how the team's looking this year. But here's a look at the team heading into year number 8. I didn't even notice that DJ Moore retired. That's tough. I guess McKnight will just take over. He is probably going to get a ton of production now. I mean, he's the number 1 receiver. We also have him as the slot receiver. So yeah, he's going to get a lot of production. We also kind of rearranged the O-line again. We put Hutchins at left tackle and Hicks is going to be our left guard because Hutchins only went down 1 overall to left tackle. Hicks would have gone down 3. So it was a no-brainer there. And then the defense is looking good. We've lost, even more linebackers. Wilkins is really our only good one, but I guess we can fix that problem this offseason. And Mayo's not bad. He's only like 22 or something. Yeah, so he should develop, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. The team overall is irrelevant to me. I mean, it's good, but it's just about how will we do in simulation. I remember to change the playbook back, though, right? Yeah, okay. We'll see how that does. We'll still probably get like 15 total sacks on the season, but hopefully it does well as a whole, like it was doing. So let's get to the midseason point again, and hopefully we do well. That's all we can really hope for. Okay, well, we are 4-3. Better than last year, but still not amazing, but decent. Above average, I'll say. Our offense is still really good, but our defense, I don't know. Our defense has just kind of become bad. I don't even know if it was necessarily the Bills playbook, but yeah, even this year, it's not good. We're allowing a good amount of touchdowns. We're getting takeaways, but I don't know. We're allowing a lot of yards. I guess we're not allowing too many points, though. That's kind of the big thing. But do we have anyone to re-sign? We have a lot of money, so probably. Jose Dawson, how has he done? I haven't really noticed him do a whole lot, honestly. I mean, he's a good player. He has 1 total career interception and 9 total career pass deflections, 2 total TFLs, 0 sacks. He has been fucking terrible. He has been so bad. So bad, in fact, that I'm going to cheat. I'm going to give him traits, because I'm assuming he doesn't have any. We're going to give him discipline, penalty, big hitter, I guess, finesse, sure. He has high motor already, which is kind of surprising. Strips ball. We're giving him everything, because that's absolutely stupid. And we're going to re-sign him, and he's going to do well. He better, or else I'm going to cut him. We'll go 3 years, 37 mil. He takes it. I feel like it's the same storyline every 10-year rebuild I do. It's, the team's underperforming. It's still underperforming. I'm getting more frustrated with the game, and then I start getting frustrated with the players. I don't know. This game just wears on my mental. On God. We'll re-sign Cole McKnight. He's really cheap for the production he's had. 3 years, 35 mil. He takes it. Derek Wade. We don't really use him much, but he's cheap, so 4 years, 27 mil, or not. Danny Anthony, 3 years, 51 mil, or not. Okay. I guess the re-sign interest means literally nothing. And Philip Hutchins we can't afford. I can't say that in a video. At least not with that much aggression. Okay, well, why are we still broke? Who are we even paying? I guess we're paying a lot of players, but this game just, it does something to me. Let's get to the end of the year and let's miss the playoffs. Can't wait. Okay, well, no, we do make the playoffs going 10-7. We should have done better with now a 92 overall team, but at least we made the playoffs. That's all I can really hope for. No, I'm hoping for a lot more, but at least we can expect that so far. I don't know, man. Let's check out our dev traits. I don't know why I'm going to do it right now, but let's see if any good ones got revealed. What is Hicks? Okay, Hicks has superstar. I saw him get an upgrade point, so I was kind of hoping he would have a good dev trait, and he does. Also, I put Sanborn as the number 2 tight end, even though Mallard was a higher overall, in hopes that Sanborn would have a good dev trait, and he has X factor. Maybe we don't need to bring Wade back then. We'll just develop Sanborn, I guess. Stills has superstar. Okay, that's cool. And then, did we have any other hidden devs? I don't think we did. I think that, no, we had the receiver. He only has star. So hey, 3 for 4 on at least superstar dev. That's pretty good. But let's go super quick over the season stats. Caleb Williams, 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. He has not been throwing interceptions in the last few years. He has become so good and so safe with the ball. Most good quarterbacks in the league, like, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Like, they're good because they take a lot of risks, and that results in a lot of interceptions too, or at least should be interceptions. Sometimes they get penalized on them, sometimes they don't, but Caleb Williams isn't really like that. He's really good, and he isn't throwing picks. That's interesting. Jonathan Taylor, what a signing that was. 1,600 yards, 5.8 per carry, and 25 touchdowns. He might be Offensive Player of the Year. We'll see. Cole McKnight, 1,400 yards, only 7 touchdowns. We really didn't have that many receiving touchdowns, not too many touchdown passes. I mean, 31's good, but it was really well spread out, I guess, like your mother for me. Burton and Rhodes were okay. I was hoping for a better year for Rhodes. Wade was all right. The blocking was very, very good. Wilkins with 133 tackles. TFL's 15 for O'Sullivan led the team. What the fuck, dude? Like, that's... Yeah, I called it. Did I say on the dot 2.5 sacks? What did I say for McDowell? Did I call that? I don't know, but what is it? Does overall literally matter at all? I mean, I know it kind of doesn't. It at least does on offense, but on defense, it's just entirely random. Yeah, 89 playing up to 91 finesse moves, 76 power moves, 2.5 sacks. Do they not test their game and see something wrong with that? Like, that's absurd. That's crazy. But Jalen Johnson, 4 picks, led the team, 3 for Wilkins, 2 for Newsome and Dawson, 1 for a few players. So we got a lot of picks, but... all right, Joe Burrow wins MVP. No Caleb Williams up there somehow. Offensive Player of the Year does go to Jonathan Taylor. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons again. Kill me. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Kirk Ross for the Buccaneers. I thought his name was Kirk Boss. That would be kind of a fire name, I guess. I don't know. Harold Rhodes at number 4. Sanborn at 10. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Andrew Stills. We'll take that. Can't wait for him to play like shit next year. It's going to be great. What did he do again? I didn't really notice him like do insanely well, but 90 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, a pick. He was good. I'm kind of surprised that was a Defensive Rookie of the Year season, but he was good. But we're going to be taking on the Saints in the playoffs. They have some dude named Eric Holiday, who's a 98 overall X Factor. I think I'm going to change our defensive playbook again. It was really, really bad this year, like worse than when we were using the Bills playbook. So yeah, we're going to change it again, but let's simulate this game. Let's see what happens. We do win 35-20. That's surprising. I wonder if we should change our playbook right now. I guess we could. I don't know what to change it to though, because, you know, I thought the Bills was like the best 4-3 defensive playbook. Definitely wasn't. The Saints, I don't trust that. Who gets a lot of sacks? It was the Saints with the most this year. I mean, I guess it could be worse. They had 3 interceptions. I'm not touching that shit. We'll stay with the Bears defensive playbook. I mean, they're just, I don't know. Let's simulate this game against the Bucks. Let's see what happens. Our 93 overall offense puts up 10 points. I'm in pain. I guess the positive is the Seahawks are slowly starting to turn into a dynasty here, I guess. I mean, back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Am I loading too many files onto my PC? DirectX function. GPU timeout detected. Failed with DXGI error device. Okay, well, both of my monitors just went fully black, and it showed like a Windows XP looking ass bar for Madden 24 at the top. Did that show up in the recording? Let me see. But anyways, let's pretend that didn't happen, and let's get into the re-signing period. Okay, well, we'll bring Darrell Irwin back on a 5th year, and then who do I want back? Danny Anthony's been like really good, right? Yeah. Wait, he joined the all castration team and I didn't even notice? I'm throwing, bro. Like, how do I miss that? That's crazy. But Danny Anthony is now a member of the all castration team, so we will definitely bring him back, assuming he wants to come back. 4 years, 68 mil. He takes it. Cool. Don't think we're going to be able to bring Philip Hutchins back. He is way too expensive. He's been really good, but we straight up can't afford him, even if I wanted to. We could tag him. Actually, we might do that. Let's re-sign Greg Newsome for 2 years. He takes it. And we're going to be broke either way, so we might as well be super broke. Let's go. God, this is going to take forever to bring all the way down. But let's offer him something like this. Whoa, no way. He rejected it? That's crazy. Couldn't imagine why. And let's tag him. It's almost 40 mil per year, but we'll just be negative 35 mil in cap space. I mean, what else is new? That's how it's been the whole rebuild. It's fine. But let's get to the draft. We'll have a few needs because, you know, we lost some players, and we'll see what we can do in, I guess, what is now the second to last draft. Last year wasn't. I lied. But in the draft, we pick at number 26 this year, which which kind of sucks because there are some insane looking players here. I mean, honestly, these top 3, all of them. Nick Gaddis looks crazy. Oscar Credell, which is a weird name, but he looks insane. And Daryl Ballard looks really, really good too. And also there is another really good corner that is closer to our range. I'm kind of considering trading up for him, but we don't really need corner at all. Shit, I'm realizing I forgot to scout defensive tackle. We definitely need defensive tackle now. I'm terrible at taking them though, so I might not even bother round 1. We'll see. But with our first pick, let's just see who's available. Is the corner still here? If he is, I'll take him. No. There are some really good looking ones still, but we just don't need it. All right, I'll quit yapping. Let me see what we're gonna do. Hopefully there's someone good that we need. Walt Linder, I might take. Do we really need another pass rusher though? I mean, we do, but no matter what, I don't think they're gonna play well. I think we might go with the tight end, Rashad Kitchens. He didn't look insane. I'm actually kind of split between him and Luke Garfield. Both look really similar. It's just hard to tell because neither of them are fully scouted. I chose to scout the one that looks the worst out of the 3, unfortunately. Kitchens is just a little stronger, has better jumping, and I guess maybe better deep route because he has A and then Garfield has A to C. I guess it could be a B or a C. I don't know. It's so tough to say. They look so similar. There's probably one that's like 5 overall better for some reason. We'll go with Kitchens though. Hidden Dev, 85 speed, 90 XL, we'll take it. Tight end isn't like our biggest need because we do have the X Factor guy, but like, I don't know, we need to draft something, so he's the pick. And let's see here, this is probably going to be the last pick I show of this draft. Let's go with a defensive tackle. I don't think I'm actually going to take a defensive tackle though, unless there's one that looks crazy. Okay, Nolan Allen actually looks pretty good. He's elite strength. Ooh, same with Joseph Webster. And Forrest Monroe. He looks insane though. We might pick him next round. Are we going to double up at defensive tackle? We might. I don't know. The defensive ends look good too though. I like Ish McDowell. That's an interesting name. Are we going to have 2 McDowells on the defensive line now? That's fine. He's a little undersized maybe at 6'4", only 288, but elite strength, good speed for, I mean, I guess pretty good speed. He is only 288 though. But A block shed, A play rec, A tackle, potentially A pursuit, and at least a decent pass rusher? Sure. Hidden Dev, 93 strength, 77 speed. We'll take it. And actually, I'll make one more pick. Let's go with a linebacker. Ooh, elite speed, great strength, great excel, good ratings. We might go with him. Kendall Bartell also looks good, but he doesn't quite have elite speed, even though it's, I mean, I guess it's a little slower, but eh. But Jose Alexander has elite speed with worse speed. All right. All these linebackers look really good. I think we'll just go with the one at the top of the board. Josh Campbell. Sure. Hidden Dev, 91 speed, 91 excel. Sounds good. Okay, low key, this draft was nowhere near as good as I expected. It wasn't that good. Kitchens is only a 73 overall. He's like not very good. He had A medium route at 69, which that's pretty good for a tight end, but I don't know. I was expecting better for some reason. On paper, he doesn't even look bad though. I'm surprised he is. What's his catching? I don't see, oh, 79. All right, whatever. Ish McDowell is a 77. He's definitely really good. He'll start for us this year and should develop into a decent player. He's only 21. We'll see what his dev trade is. Even if it's star, that's fine. And then Josh Campbell is a 76. He was the best player we took without moving players' positions. Yeah, he looks really good. And then we ended up with Forrest Monroe, who has hidden dev and 99 strength. So when I saw that again, I thought he would be a better overall, but oh well. Probably won't get much playing time, but good depth, I guess. But let's get into year 9. But we are looking pretty good. We're a 90 overall. I feel like we've been a 90 overall for years now. We're not really going up. We're not really going down. We're just at a 90. I guess heading into the last few seasons, we've only been like an 88, so this is, I guess, the best roster we've had in a little bit. But how will it do is, you know, the question. It seems like it's always a problem of, I just feel like sacks are the big thing that this game just is so off on. Like, it's either we don't get enough sacks and we massively underperform, or we allow too many sacks and we underperform, like, despite having good overalls. For this one, it's definitely been more of a case of not getting enough sacks, but it's not something I'm not used to. We also really don't have much depth because we're still negative 30 something mil in cap. So like we don't have any depth defensive ends. So that's tough. But let's get to the midseason point and hopefully we do better this year. We'll see. All right, well, we're 3-4 with what is probably at least tied for the highest overall roster in the league. I am going to pass away. I don't know. The Seahawks also have a 90. The Ravens actually have a 91, but if we weren't playing like dog shit, we probably would be a 91 from morale and development. And same with the Jags, they're also a 91. I am in pain. What's the problem this year? Watch it be our offense. I haven't looked yet. It probably is. Well, our offense isn't great, but our defense is terrible again. All right, we're switching it again. Fuck the Bears playbook. We'll try the Saints. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. We'll try Cincinnati. That one's okay sometimes. At least it was last year. I'm sure it's terrible. No, let's try the Cowboys. Nah, but we saw them with the 30th defense in the league. I don't even want to touch that. But let's see. I did see a superstar. Oh, that's Justin Madubuike. I thought that was one that got revealed. Campbell only has star. McDowell only has star. That's surprising. And Kitchens probably only has star, but I guess could have a good dev trait. I don't know. So let's get to the end of the year. No, we have re-signings. DeAndre Griffith, he doesn't take it. I'm gonna kill myself. Ashton Cosby, I'm gonna make you the next Bill Cosby if you don't re-sign. He does. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means, but Philip Hutchins, he resigns. Jalen Johnson, he doesn't resign. How many players could we possibly have? How do we have like 12 important re-signings every year? You think we would eventually like run out of players to re-sign, but it's like half our team we have to re-sign every year. We're not re-signing them to 1 years either. Like, I don't know. We're just poor and I'm mad about it. If we're gonna be poor, we better be good, but we're not even good. I'm gonna cut the whole team this offseason. I'm sick of it. Let's get to the end of the season. My soul is being worn away as the years go on. Shocker, we missed the playoffs with what is probably the best roster in the league. I don't even want to look at the stats. Let's get into the offseason. I'm sick of it. Get me out of here. What can I do? Maybe the Saints is a good option. I'll go quickly through the stats. I'm not even going to talk about any of them. I'll just show them. There's our rushing. McKnight was good. Philip Hutchins was fucking terrible. Almost like he's a 90-something overall. Glad he's playing like a 68 overall. That's cool. He's only a top 5 left tackle. Let me guess. 2 sacks on the season? Yeah, 4.5 for a probably 90 overall X factor. Well, 89, but playing up to a 90. 3 sacks for Ashton Cosby. What do I do about this? Like, what can I do? We've tried different playbooks. It doesn't do anything. Let's go with, you know what? Fuck it. We'll try the Saints defense. It's probably going to be bad, but if it's bad, guess what? We've been bad. It doesn't make a difference. It looks like we got a dev increase for Campbell. -1 defensive rookie of the year. I don't know. Don't care. He'll probably still play like a 65 overall. You got defensive rookie of the year. Am I changing the playbooks too much? I mean, I guess I am at this point, but I changed them because they started doing bad. They didn't start doing bad because I changed them. It was the other way around. I don't know. All right, final off season. Should we trade for like a really good, well-performing player? I mean, if we do, they'll probably like not do well still, but we just need a pass rusher. We've probably had a total of like 100 sacks through the last 9 years. Ashton Cosby, in 4 seasons, as an 87 overall, has had 15 sacks. He's been a full-time starter every year of his career, and he's averaging like less than 4 sacks a season. That's insane. McDowell isn't quite as bad because he had that first decent season, but he's been arguably worse since then, so I'm having fun. This is fun. The voices aren't getting louder. 5th year option, go fuck yourself. I'd rather cut you right now. You know the like stages of grief? I feel like I'm going through that. I feel like if you watch my 10-year rebuilds, you can like find the whatever stages of grief. But it's like I said, I start blaming the game, and then I get mad at my players, and then I want to die, and then it's the end of the video, and you're left to wonder if I'm gonna upload tomorrow. God, we still have a lot of players to re-sign, and I can't. Who do I want more, Jonathan Taylor or Jalen Johnson? Probably Jonathan Taylor. If it was real life, definitely Jalen Johnson, but what even is realism anymore? So we'll tag Jonathan. Oh shit, I forgot I already tagged the center. That's fine. Let me restructure some deals. We'll sign some free agents, and I might make a trade as our last move of this rebuild. Maybe my last move of ever playing this game. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I come back tomorrow. I don't know why people are excited for NCAA 25, NCAA football. Like, you've seen Madden. We know what the game's gonna be. I'm not very excited for it. I mean, it's cool that there's gonna be a football game again, but it's run by EA. It's not gonna be great, I don't think. We'll see though. Maybe it'll be entirely different than this game. But this game has like a 1.6 star rating for a reason. But let's see, we were able to free up a decent amount of money. I want Jonathan Taylor back, at the very least. 2-year deal, I mean, he'll only play 1 year of that, but I think it'll make it a little cheaper for this year. And then, damn, even real-life rookies are old as hell at this point. Troy Fatanu is 32 years old. Joel Bitonio still hasn't retired yet. We had him like 5 years ago. What else do we need? Nick Bosa's here. That would be cool, but we can't afford him. He's not very expensive, though. He's only wanting 21 mil per year as a 97 overall. That's crazy. I mean, there are probably about 12.99 overalls at every position, but that's still crazy. Let me see if we can free up any more cap space, because I do want Nick Bosa. I wish McDowell would save us more money to get rid of him. Fuck him, though. I'm gonna trade him. He's gonna play well for whatever team he goes to, and that's gonna hurt, but he isn't playing well for us, and he won't, so it doesn't really matter. We're taking a first-round pick for him. And you know what? While we're at it, Cosby's been arguably worse. I don't even know if it's a player issue or a playbook issue. I mean, we've had 4 different good players that are underperforming. It's definitely a playbook issue or just a Madden issue, but like, we can't fix that issue. We've tried so many different ways, and it isn't doing anything, so I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna steal a whole first-round pick for Cosby because I'm petty. Do I really want to go out sad, or should I force win this season? I mean, we've won a Super Bowl, so I'm not gonna force win it, but I guess we could. Oh, that cost us cap space? Oh, that cost us a lot. Okay, well, Jonathan Taylor, while we have the offer in, he takes it. Why did that cost us so much cap space? Did I do something stupid? Did trading, whatever, I don't care. We're gonna need 2 new pass rushers, but we needed 2 new ones anyways. Ours were terrible. So in the draft, we're gonna need a new right tackle, 2 new pass rushers, like I said, maybe a new linebacker. Oh, definitely a new linebacker. Where is, oh, no, they're just playing down at defensive end. I was gonna say, where did they go? So 2 new defensive ends, a new right tackle, and then I think that should finish off the roster and finish off the rebuild. I'm in pain. Oh my God. Okay, that scared the shit out of me. OBS was frozen on an old screen. It was frozen on the Super Bowl from last year, not even this year, last year. And it used to do that a lot for me. And when it did that, it would like actually record that screen. Like it would be frozen. It wouldn't record anything I was doing. It would be stuck there, but it would still have the audio. But thankfully it didn't do that. I checked and the files are okay. That scared me. I guess that's from when my PC had an issue. Okay, we're good. Let's get to the draft. But in the draft, I don't even know what I want to do, so we'll just see who's available. We don't really need roster upgrades at this point necessarily. I mean, there are a few things we can upgrade a little bit, but I don't know. I don't even know if I feel like moving players to different positions, so I might just take a right tackle and not care if there are better players at a different position. I've given up a little bit. There is Matt Falk at center in the 3rd to 4th round who looks really good. Centers and rebuilds lately have looked really good overall. Ooh, Paul Higgins also looks really good. I mean, we desperately need a pass rusher though. So, who's the next guy who's not gonna play well? Can't wait. Honestly, none of these guys look that good. Joshua Arudia? I don't know how you say that last name. I've literally never seen that in my life. Nelson Griffin looks all right enough to where I might take him. Same with Virgil Burrell. He actually looks pretty good. Who's better? It's tough to say. Burrell doesn't have very good tackling. That's the only thing. I think we'll go with Nelson Griffin, but Burrell's faster. I don't know. We'll just go with Griffin. I don't care. He has hidden dev. Cool. Great. Can't wait for his 2.5 sack season. Oh yeah, we have a lot of first-round picks for trading everyone away. Well, let's also go with Burrell. He might not be good because of his tackling, but he could be because his speed, and he also has really good strength still. He might be better, actually, than the other guy. 86 speed, 88 excel. We'll see. And then Bill Milstead looks good. Ben Milstead, not Bill. I don't know where I got Bill. We don't need another receiver. We don't really need much else, though. Who looks good? Another pass rusher? Terrell McCoy didn't look great, though. Alonzo Bonds, A awareness, A finesse moves. We'll go with another pass rusher. I don't know. He's probably not very good. I don't care. Normal dev, awesome. There are a lot of good corners this year, too. Kevin Fulton, sure. Normal dev. And last pick, let's go with Matt Falk. Hidden dev, 92 strength. Cool. We'll take it. I don't know who we're going to play at right tackle. I don't know if it'll be him, but we'll obviously put somebody there. Let's get into the final year of this rebuild. I am ready for it at this point. I need to go to bed. It's 1:30 p.m. I need to... This has been exhausting. Damn, the Broncos actually released Russell Wilson. I wasn't sure if they were going to cut him or trade him or just keep him, but they officially cut him. That's crazy. Should that be my rebuild tomorrow? Just a rebuild without Russell Wilson? I don't think I've done that. I literally just did them with JJ McCarthy. What am I talking about? I don't know. That's still interesting, though. I definitely thought the Broncos won that that trade when it happened. It did not work out that way. But here is how we did in the draft. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible necessarily. It was just a draft, that's for sure. Some of these guys are good, some aren't great. Like Bonds, I didn't think he would be great though. It was a draft. I just want to talk about football though. Like, where do y'all think Russell Wilson's gonna go? I kind of think either Steelers or Falcons. I wonder if he's gonna get trusted with a full starting job. I mean, Russell Wilson's my favorite player of all time, or at least one of. I've never understood the hate with him. I just think he seems like a good person. Everyone thinks he's corny. I'm just like, you're just being a hater. He seems like a good dude. I kind of feel like he'll go to the Steelers, but maybe it'll be the Falcons. I don't know. I'm sick of this game. I don't care about this game. I like football, and I want an excuse to make football videos, and I was like, you know what? This is a good way to do it. Shout out to all the Broncos fans that were being dick bags when the trade happened, though. That aged well. But here we are heading into the final season of the rebuild. I don't think I've ever been so relieved to be done with a rebuild. I might have to pull a Jason Kelsey and announce my retirement tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been so sick of this game in my life. Like, I'm definitely being overly dramatic as always. I don't care that much, but after a while, I'm like, okay, this is just stupid. Like, we were doing well for a while when we had a lower overall team, of course. As soon as we get good, though, it's when we start missing the playoffs with, like, the best roster in the league, and I don't know. Our D-line is actually bad now, so watch it play well. Maybe that's the logic there. We'll see. Justin Madubuike retired, which I didn't even really notice, which, I mean, that definitely sucks, but we might have, 5 total sacks instead of 15 now, because he was getting about 10 of them every year. So we'll see what happens there. Falk at right tackle is actually pretty good, though. He's a 77, so we'll do that. Griffith would also be good at tackle, too. He's an 89. Centers are good conversions to tackle. That's interesting. But anyways, this is a really, really good team on paper. Not great, but by the end of the year, it should be a really good overall, because it is still super young. Like, we have older players for sure, but a good amount of this team is still super young. And also, it's fun with, I think my favorite story of this rebuild is how much we've developed Cole McKnight. I mean, he was a 67 overall when we drafted him. Now he's up to a 90 X-Fact. That's fun. I like developing players. If I had to say something positive about this game, it's probably my favorite thing about this game. I mean, it's hard to do. Actually, I take that back. Even if players play well, unless they have a good dev trait, they don't develop. So if they play like an 85 overall would, which they shouldn't be able to in the first place, they don't really develop much at all if they don't have a good dev trait. I don't know. I'm just rambling. Let's get straight to the end of year number 10, and we will see how we do. I'm not going to force wins. We'll just see what happens. All right, well, we finished 6-11 with the, I guess not best team in the league, but we're a 90, and we probably would have been at least a 91 if we had, played well and gotten morale and developed. I guess maybe the Ravens still would have been better, but that's tough to say. We might have even been a 92 or 3 if we played as well as we should have. I have never been so happy to be done with a rebuild before. I mean it. I hope y'all have enjoyed my misery at the very least. This is an amazing team on paper. Let's just ignore the results. This is a really good team. I don't know if it's the best in the league anymore, but it was for several years. It definitely isn't the best right now, but with positive morale instead of negative and actual development from playing well, we, like I said, probably would have been the best in the league. This was an experience. But one player that has actually done well is Caleb Williams. He has finished this rebuild, with over 41,000 yards, 326 touchdown passes, and 53 interceptions in only 9 seasons, and a 72% completion percentage. He has been insane and has only been getting better. Jonathan Taylor, did he break the all-time yardage record? Josh Jacobs has him beat, but both of them have beat Emmitt Smith's insane 18,000 yards that I don't think will ever be touched. I guess you never know, though. Both of them are also up there for rushing touchdowns. They're both tied. Interesting. CeeDee Lamb is now number 2 all-time for receiving yards. Micah Parsons is now tied for 2nd for all-time career sacks, and if he's still playing, he's definitely going to break it this next year, so that's crazy. And let's see, it looks like Patrick Mahomes, now on the Cowboys, moved into the top 5 for all-time passing yards, and is number 2 for touchdown passes. What an interesting franchise this has been. I don't know if I mean interesting in a good way or a bad way, but it it's been interesting. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna need like 50,000 likes for this torture. How about a million? Let's get a million likes going on this video. I would very much appreciate it. And a million subscribers by the end of the day. Make it happen. Share this with all your friends, everyone you know. I think I deserve it. But be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Let me know any fun rebuild ideas y'all have down below. Don't suggest a 10-year rebuild or I'm banning you from my channel because you must hate me. That's a joke. I won't actually do that, but yeah, I need a nap. I need something. This has been torture. Thank you all so much for watching. Nobody should play this much Madden. But again, 3,000 likes and I'll do another Bears rebuild. We at least won a Super Bowl in this one. We should have had many more, but we at least won one. Yay. But thank you all so much for watching, and with that, I will see y'all again tomorrow with the next video. Goodbye.